What up, what up, what up, what up? We back. Episode 2.
You already know.
LBPBS.
LBPBS.
Your boy Dove. Got my guys here with me.
You already know how we getting down, bro. It's your boy Tone DeShields II from the Let's Be Honest podcast. Also from Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got charges to the game. Y'all know it's always love when I link up with the guys. What's good, Sco?
You already know it's at One Fresco, 1/3 of the Rated Personal podcast with the guys today, man. Got a special guest in the building.
You know?
Oh, it's Blackie Chad. What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
The good brother Chad Black.
Brother.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
See, you got something good going on right here.
Yeah, the crack is really doing well out here in these streets.
Man.
Show it to him, Tone.
From what I heard, this book cracked. This book, you got to come back for more. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Music in the Empty Mansion.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
For sure, man.
Give us a little backstory on this, Chad. Let us know, what motivated you to write this book. What, your driving force to even start writing the book.
So, excuse me.
You good, bro?
My Instagram is really like for motivational purposes only. And all my videos are kind of like just different things that I feel when I wake up in the morning. So it's really like just my thoughts. So I tried to take a opinionated approach and make a book, but elaborate on it. So what I used the book, Music in the Empty Mansion. So I used different songs that I used to start my pilot of me drawing out a scenario or situation. So they're all like one story at a time. So it's like a quick read. So that was basically it, and it just elaborates on different theories and thoughts that I got.
So did you have like a set length for the book when you started, or you just was like, I'm gonna just jot down all my thoughts and you just ran with it? When you was done, you was done?
This is actually part one. It's very like when you get into the process of actually writing, it's like you just by yourself with your own thoughts with no other opinions and stuff like that. So you just get to a point where you just feel like it's enough. And it took that's one of the hardest parts is like, when do you feel like you're giving the consumer enough, or when are you giving them and my wife taught me, like, you want to give them enough, but you want to give them enough where they can come back for more. So I just literally just stopped. But it's a lot more that goes with this. Yeah.
What's up, man? This is your second book, right?
Second joint, yeah.
What's the first one called?
The first one's called The Power of Being Alone.
The Power of Being Alone. Okay,
Yeah.
so that kind of resonated with this one a little bit when you think about the title, Music in the Empty Mansion. So what I get from that is you take pride in solitude to a certain extent.
Well, I ain't had no choice. But, for other people, I want you to, because people don't think, right? So my whole purpose in life is to provoke thought. I'm going to give you an idea and then create a space bar where it's up to you to input what you feel and what you think. So people don't think, and then we don't think about what we don't think about. So my job, I feel like, is to motivate people to think for themselves, because a lot of us don't. So I had got sick. And when I got sick, I had COVID, which obviously you didn't catch it. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been moving out here and nothing changed. But, I caught COVID, and it messed me up to a point where it gave me stage 4 kidney disease.
Wow.
So then I had to be in the hospital. So everybody said quarantine. So I did 14 days quarantine, and I wasn't getting no better. I was still sick. I ain't pissed or shit for like, you can curse on here?
No, yeah.
I ain't pissed or shit for like 8 days.
Wow.
So I'm thinking, like, the doctor said, just wait 14 days and I'm going to be good. My tongue was white as a rug. I couldn't swallow a cracker. So then I went to the hospital, and if I would have waited another day, I would have died. So I stayed in the hospital. You all by yourself. So I was all by myself for 14 days, then in the hospital for 5. Then I had this quarantine again for another 14. So I'm blessed to have a bathroom in my room, but that took everything. I ain't see my wife. I ain't see my kids. So when you by yourself, what do? So I feel like I was forced to be alone. So the power of being alone is to think, like, damn, the girl I go with, is that my girl? Like, we roommates. Do I like her? Do she sexually please me? We don't think about stuff because we just be existing. So my job and goal is to just help people think about things that they don't think about. So it might mess some things up. Somebody might read the book and go home and be like, yo, when the last time you took me on a date? Or, one of the things I talk about in the book real fast is people don't think about this. So it's like, the relationship that you in, can you tell if it's a good relationship or a bad relationship? And how you tell is the relationship that I'm in, what I want my kids to be in, is the same exact type of relationship. And if you could say no, then that's an idea that you're in a bad relationship. And you don't recognize it because you just...
So throughout this process, you learned a lot about yourself more than anything.
Hell yeah. Silence. Like, nobody really knows. Like, if they come out with something like if Meek Mill called me to be a part of like the thing about jails and all that, I say no more solitary confinement because there's no way people could be in a hole for months and years by themselves and think that they're gonna be regular. I was in the hospital by myself for 5 days and I was ready.
It's funny you say that, right?
Fucking jump out the window
Because they call them correctional facilities, right?
Right.
But like,
They don't really.
in actuality, what are you correcting? Because all you're doing is putting me in a box. And think about an animal. You put an animal in a box with no windows, no light. You feeding them on this strict schedule. Like, what you think gonna come out when you open it?
So only you can correct yourself while you're in there. At the end of the day, you gotta make your own decisions. So some people come out, they do the same shit. Some people don't.
For sure.
As far as you though, you did. So this happened early on during COVID, like in the very beginning.
We got shut down last March.
Yeah, March
Yeah,
March
yeah.
2020.
So
Yeah.
like November. So like from November to like probably like I don't know, maybe what month is this?
October.
Yeah, October, yeah.
So probably from like November to like May.
So
I
you
was
did
real
2
sick.
books in this whole time? Damn.
You by yourself, you better do something.
So at
I
what,
bit my fingernails off. I chewed them joints like 30 times.
Damn.
so at what point would you say you started to feel like yourself again, or did you discover a new version of yourself coming out of this quarantine?
So I did the 14 days, then I did the 5 days in the hospital, then I did another 14 days.
Wow.
Basically,
And then I like got out my room and I didn't come out the house for another 11 days. I was scared to go outside. Like that shit was crazy. I wouldn't even go outside.
Understandably
I
so.
would take the trash out and run back in the crib. Like it was like, what the hell is you scared of? Because I didn't. Man, that shit fucked me up. So I'm probably just got back to myself probably like 2-3 months ago. I'll be in this joint talking to myself and shit. Like that shit was bad, man. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, but I was able.
Right.
Thank God, I was able to use that time to really focus and really fight with myself every day. Like, no, you ain't gonna go crazy in this joint. You ain't keep
fuck
keep
that.
fighting, cause man.
I mean, that's a traumatic experience though. Like if you got like you hear everybody catch, like not everybody, but you hear most people catch COVID, and you be like, all right, just do your 14 days, do your little bit, and you cool, you go outside. But then the way it hits you, it's like, no, I could have died from this. Like I really could have died from this. So it's like I could see why you would have some type of traumatic or some type of PTSD from that.
Hell yeah, I couldn't. I was taking like maybe like 12 pills a day. You can't. It gave me high blood pressure, so I gotta watch what I eat. If I eat something crazy, like if I eat spaghetti or something, my feet will get swollen like on Nutty Professor where you try to hit the brakes.
You talking about to this day?
To this day, yeah. So from that, I have like conditions now. Like my kidneys still messed up.
And
so-
prior to COVID, you was
straight.
healthy as a horse. It's just
yeah.
the COVID gave you kidney disease and damn.
fucked me up. So that
That's
shit
listen,
real.
man. It's real. That is real because a lot of people played with it. So
Nigga,
it's-
Trump fucked me up.
Trump.
Man.
That's crazy, but yeah, man, I wouldn't wish it on the worst person in the world, man. But it gives you. I try to find the pros and the cons to every situation. So the pros is like I'm real conscious of what I eat and what I drink. Like I'm cool off the extra sodas and the high fructose corn syrup. I just drink a lot of water, lemons. Because if not,
You had to become even more aware of self.
for sure. And in that discipline, like anything you do, however your characteristics are as your personality. If you lazy in the gym, you're gonna be lazy at home. If you lazy, at work, you're gonna be lazy out with your friends. So if you discipline, like discipline take you where, I know y'all seen this on Instagram, discipline take you where motivation can't.
Right.
If you discipline with your food, you're gonna be disciplined with how you work out and how you talk to people and how you act and how you move. So it really, really lined me up. It was really like how like a military officer break you down or joining a fraternity, it breaks you down to build you back
Build
up
you
the way
back
that
up,
you
right.
want. And they built me back up. So I
fire.
fucks with the NutriBullet.
shout out the bullet.
Shout out to the bullet, man.
Shameless plug.
No, for sure. So no, you're good, bro.
No, I was gonna say I see because I've been following Chad for a minute, right?
Okay.
So and he's like always been like a heavy motivational speaker. Like he always was like just been on the gram. I used to like Chad to tell you I like will repost this shit just like back to back just because he always talking some shit.
Appreciate that.
So like at what point in your life did you say, you know what? I have that voice. I should be able to like motivate people. I should talk to people, let people know. Like where did you say, you know what? My gram ain't just for the gram. It's for motivational purposes.
It's never like I'm glad that you like it, but it ain't never about nobody else. It always start for me, because
Right.
even my hashtag used to be just my thoughts world. So I'm really talking to myself, and I realized that it's 7.8 billion people in the world. So if I like something, somebody else is gonna like it, and it just so happen that everybody else like it. But I really be talking to me, and then other people fucks with it, so it works. But I think that's what it was, because I think you got to do something for yourself, and then it if you like art and you draw and you do it for yourself and you happy with it. When somebody else like it, it feels better.
Right.
Because I like my shit. So that's what it is. I listen to my own music.
That's heavy though. I think it's important for us to really be, especially when you in this content game, when you putting out books, right? You putting out videos, we doing podcasts. It's so important for you to be your own biggest fan first. Because if you don't fuck with yourself, who gonna fuck with you? How can people buy in? They ain't gonna believe you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, yeah, because you can see, like, not all the time, because people are really good being fake. Like, I thought Kane and Undertaker were brothers. Like, when I was
sure.
growing
Bro,
up.
I did too. But I did for the longest.
I still think that shit. But, like, you can see, sometimes it just doesn't translate well. You could see a person trying to figure it out, or a person trying too hard to be realistic, or trying too hard to motivate somebody, because that's
Yeah.
not them. But for me, it just come, like, I literally wake up, I don't write nothing down. I just go, like, you hear a lot of ums and things like that. That's because I'm doing it. So I feel like this is more so my Allen Iverson, my Beanie Siegel of me being gifted. So when I'm gifted with this, now it's my job to put the work in to really get it to the masses.
Got you.
Like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hell of a
That's
metaphor
good
too.
stuff, man.
I appreciate
Good
it,
stuff,
man.
man. Definitely gonna cop a book from you today, man.
I appreciate that.
It's funny you said the Allen Iverson and Benny Siegel because I feel like those two are individuals who I feel like they was very misunderstood.
Very.
Very misunderstood.
Do you feel misunderstood?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell no, I don't give a fuck. But no, I don't think that they was misunderstood. I just think that, like,
They didn't give a fuck.
they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I think we understood them.
Right.
The world. I think they didn't understand where they came from, you know, where we come from, you know what I'm saying?
Hell's
The
Camp.
lifestyle, like just everything that come with being from Philly, being of Philly, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the lowest of the low. I feel like a lot of people, the majority at least, people that don't look like us, right? They don't understand. Like when AI came into the league, they didn't understand the cornrows. Benny Siegel, the rap game was like, yo, who this bully running around the game just smacking niggas? Like, what's going on? So I think there is a level of them not understanding who they were, but I think it was a combination of
You think who didn't know who they were? They didn't.
no,
or the people?
no. They knew who they were.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the people, the majority, like, let's be real. When Beanie came into hip hop, it was like, I know we digressing a little bit, but Beanie came into the music, it was like, yeah, who this boogeyman? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
the way Beans even came in the industry, like didn't they say he like walked into the record label and just basically bullied his way in there and said, yo,
He wasn't even supposed to be there.
he wasn't supposed to be there. He walked
At
up like a
all.
white beater, just started rapping or something like.
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with AI, he not from Philly, but he embodies Philly
You can't
more
tell
than any
from
other
nothing.
athlete we ever had.
For sure.
Right.
So, you know.
I mean, they're like beginners, like of like knowing who they are and being unapologetic.
Right.
Like so many people, like white people, like, yo, we giving you money, you supposed to be yes sir, no sir, and they like, no, I'm still who I am. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And people don't really like that when you really are who you are, because they be trying to change you to what they want you to be.
They're threatened by it.
Hell yeah,
For the most part. But my thing is, if me being who I was got me in this door, why try to change that, right? That's always been the funniest thing to me. You know, you saw what you saw, like what you saw, you like what you saw to the point where as though you wanted to give me 5, 10, 15, 20 million, but now that you gave me the 20 million, wait, we need you to button that up a little bit, Mr. The Shields. I don't really know how I feel about the way you've been saying those words lately.
they
But
scared of the influence.
it's
Though.
strange though, because they're afraid of you becoming more influential, more powerful than them.
in which
Two
we
people-
have.
It's two people that I feel like are like super influential, and you can like we all could think of it. So you got Allen Iverson, and you got like Lil Wayne, right? So when Lil Wayne started like with the auto tune, you get Kanye West Conda, but then you get like Uzi, Future, and it starts to be a thing of started from them. So when AI started, now you got Steven Jackson and Carmelo Anthony. You got these people with all these tattoos and all that, and it
braids,
doesn't
all
look
the-
good
right.
for the game of what they wanted. So that's why they wanted him to be like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Right. And little didn't know Michael Jordan, that nigga was crazy too.
Yeah, he was low key crazy, but
Right.
like, he
Mug.
wasn't like repping for like no
Yeah.
criminal justice or
Wasn't
nothing
in
like
the
that.
streets
That
with
nigga
it.
was like, man, buy my sneakers. I'm gonna go mess with these white girls and I'm gonna go gamble. That was
Yeah.
Facts. Big facts.
That's Jordan in a nutshell.
Yeah,
for you, like.
basically.
Jordan in a nutshell. for you.
Do you sometimes underestimate your own influence?
Yes, all the time. Because
How
people,
so?
I think we all do.
Because people tell me like like even that's my love language, you know what I mean? But it's really like the affirmations. Like I get people like, no, really, you stopped me from smoking cigarettes, or you did this, and I'm like, I live with myself every day. I don't think I'm that impressive, right? So like when people tell you stuff that how it help them and is real genuine, then you be like, dang, I ain't know I had that power because I don't do it for that, but it happens that way. So I'm blessed.
Should
But
make you
yeah,
think.
I think you have to. It keeps you on the humble side versus being like, yeah, you know what I do. I change people's lives. This is what I do. I don't really like to move like that. I try to be as genuine as possible, low key.
Do you think staying humble like motivates you to keep motivating other people? Well, not motivate other people because you said you do it for yourself, but you feel like your level headedness keep you going.
Kinda, yeah, for sure. But it's more so my love for it that keeps me going. But me just being level headed, I think that's just one of my personality things. Cause like, I think I'm gangster in a way where like y'all could pull up 4 people in the car and be like, yo, we about to go shoot up this block. I'm like, where I'm gonna sit? Well, you can sit in the middle and we can hang out the sunroof and shoot. The gangster thing is to say, no, I'm good.
Right.
The coward thing to do is like, all right, I'll go.
Yeah.
So I always felt like I've been on the island by myself. So like, I just be like, all right, no, I ain't going.
Who put that in you though? Because that's not typically becoming this world with a blank slate, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so who would you say has been one of the more influential people in your life that kind of instilled that in you, or somebody who gave you that space to feel that confident in yourself?
I just got to this point like maybe like a year or 2 ago because we all got choices. So no matter how much no matter how much you grow up in a household with a good dad and a good mom, you can have 2 kids that grow up the exact same way and they turn totally different. So a part of it is like, yeah, I could say my mom and my dad, but for real, it's really you. Like you can come from your mom and dad both do heroin, shoot up all day, prostitute, all that out the same house, and you can become a successful person. So I just feel like it was in the cards for God to make me this way, to be honest. Like, I mean, shout out to my mom, my pop, and all that.
Yeah, but so we gotta show love to mom and
we're
pop,
in the
right?
household, but I just feel like after a while you get a choice, and I feel like it's just me.
That's facts. I would agree with you on that. After a certain point in life, you start becoming more accountable for the people you're around, the shit you eat, the decisions you make, the people you just ultimately surround yourself with, the energy you take in, right?
Sure.
And I feel like that's people don't understand energy, aura, like the people you really surround yourself with, like who they are can permeate through you. You know?
I learn a lot from bad decisions. If I see you do something and you fuck up, I don't think I want to go down that same route. And a lot of people would be like, oh, you got 20 years for selling drugs on this block. A lot of people would be like, that's because he sold it on this block. If he just sold it on a smaller block, he'd have been good.
That's the funniest shit to me sometimes.
To me, it's like, nigga, why you selling that shit? And I'm not saying I never sold nothing or nothing like that, but I'm blessed. But I don't look at people's failures and be like, I'm going to just do it a little bit different. I'll be like, you failed at that, so I'm going to learn from that and not do it.
I'm gonna leave it alone all the way. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you think that is though? Like, it's something in people, right, that make them think they can beat the system, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? What do you think that is? Especially with our people, like it seems like
Ignorance. Like they really believe that shit.
yeah.
Like
they really
we all
don't.
got one thing that changed our lives. Like it's something. And it's like you can see 50,000 people die every day. It's like one of those people hit you different that make you change your life. But it's like, why do you have to see 50,000 people die for you to realize that you can die too? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always somebody or something. So you get arrested and you sit down for a while. Is that how you learn? Or some people just never learn, man. Some people just naturally you born to be a fuck up. And that's unfortunate.
I think I would agree with you on that. I think we all got a path, right? Some people believe it's preordained. Some people believe we the complete architects of our reality. Me, I'm of the mindset of, yes, we make choices. Life is cumulative. But at a certain point, things sometimes just happen, right? And it's how you respond, how you react.
For sure.
Would you say, throughout all the trials and tribulations you've experienced in your life, would you say you've always been even killed throughout? Or have you surprised yourself in certain moments, like, damn, like, I didn't expect myself to act like that. I kind of...
So I like to read a lot.
Okay.
So I read this book about Ryan Holiday called Stillness is Key. And it's like, you got to be able to be still when there's so much going around you. Like, could you be in the middle of Kuwait while they shooting guns on all aspects all around you? Could you sit there and be calm and think? I really do that because I don't like to say I'm sorry. Not because I'm not good enough or I'm not like, or I have an ego, but it's like, if a white person call me a nigga, I'm not going to call him a cracker, because when they decide to apologize to me, I don't have to apologize too. So I'm really chill. Like, it'd be like, dang, he said that, that's crazy. Give me a couple seconds. Let me just figure this out, because you got to think with your mind before your heart. That's why I believe your brain sticks out farther than your heart. Because if you think with your brain majority of the time, you'll make better decisions than with your heart. When you think with your heart, that's when you outside her door, you saying, why you acting weird to me? But when you think about it, you be like, how you going to be mad at that man for fucking your bitch? When you probably would have fucked that bitch or somebody else's bitch. So you got to think like, it's really a compliment. Even though she shot out, it's really a compliment like, dang, somebody else want my bitch. That's you got to find some good shit in it. Because if not, you going to be going to kill him, kill her, and then kill yourself. And that ain't right.
Shit, that's
a
heavy.
mindset that a lot of people won't eat. Like, a lot of people will not have. They'll think with their heart. And they don't even realize they thinking with their heart first. And they just make irrational decisions. So, like, you got to commend that, like, for somebody to be, like, level-headed like that and to be, like, practice stillness, like you said.
Somebody almost killed me maybe about, I don't know, maybe like the end of the summer, maybe like July.
You had a rough year, boy.
Yeah, for real.
So I'm out here playing spades, boom, with a couple of my homegirls. They had gotten into a fight with another girl or whatever. And the girl left and came back with her family from South Philly. And I don't know if anybody know the stigma of people from South Philly, but, you know, I'm nervous. Right? So I'm playing cards. It's getting dark. This dude walks up on the lawn with his gun out. I said, yeah, I'm about this. This is what I'm on. So it's all women around. I'm the only guy there. So I look at him and I said,
Right, you know he only talking to you.
but regardless of that, I said, you serious? So look, I had my gun in my pocket, but it was in like my sweatpants.
You wouldn't be able to get to it.
I wasn't able to get to it. So I had to cop a plate, right? So I said, you serious? So I get up and I start walking towards him. I said, yo, let me talk to you for a second. And he was like, all right. So he walked down the street, and I'm trying to say, all right, how can I get my gun out and shoot him in the back of his head? Like, this is what I'm thinking. But then after I started to talk to him, and this dude was the very nicest, politest person in the world, and I started to think, he a dickhead. So if I kill him, I'm going to have to kill everybody in South Philly because they not even going to try to hear what I got to say.
Right.
But the thought process was, he really didn't want to do nothing. He thought it was all girls there, and he wanted to pull his gun out. So I was like, I think I want to kill somebody like that's trying to harm like kids or somebody that's really claiming to be gangster. I don't want to kill no coward because like we could rumble. But my thought process, my point for saying that is like you have to really be able to slow stuff down and not have your emotions, because I'm sitting here like, yo, this nigga got me stinking. Like, he could blow my head off right now. Hey, man, how you doing, man? What's up? Let me talk to you. And tell him what really happened. Like, your cousin got her ass whooped, and of course she coming to get you, knowing that you riding, but you ride with no steering wheel, and you could have got your head blown off. But I think that's why I really, really believe in this book and love this book, because it really helps people provoke thought, and it provokes thought, because everybody really don't think. Like,
What was the hardest part of writing this book? Because typically writers, they put a lot of themselves in their work. Was there a point in this book where you felt like you was digging deeper than you ever thought you would? Did you feel challenged in any way writing this book? And if so, in what aspect and what level?
so I wrote this book first.
Okay.
And I've been writing it for a long time, but I was nervous because it's like, I'm scared. So I wrote The Power of Being Alone first. And that was more scary because that was me being vulnerable. That's me about my sickness. That's about me about everything that I had to go through. Me going, a little wacky. So I had the heart. And after I put that out, this was just like a cakewalk. So I really didn't struggle like with thoughts in this, because it's really surface level thinking. But the first book was the hardest to write. But this right here, I really didn't struggle with it, to be honest.
Why was the first one the hardest?
Because it was talking about me not being able to piss for 12 days and, being by myself and crying and being depressed and being on medicine, and doctors saying it's a waiting game. It's hard. Like, you a doctor, you getting paid all of this money. You supposed to tell me what's wrong. We're like, well, we need to wait and see. So now it's another 2 weeks. And then it's another 2 weeks. I'm taking this medicine that's making me angry. I'm snapping out. My face is big as a chipmunk. Like, my feet is fat. Like, I can't walk. I'm crawling like an army man on the floor. My kids is like, Dad, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Can't, but I'm going through all of those emotions. So all of those emotions got put into The Power of Being Alone. But this one was just like, that was like my courage, my builder. And then then it was like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do. Get to it.
Would you say becoming a writer made you more of a vulnerable person?
Hell yeah, because I could talk and you can add the John and the yo, but this is like, people search for spelling errors. Like soon as somebody see a spelling error, they discredit you as a person. So to be able to write and be cautious about what you're saying and how you're saying it and getting the editor to help you with it, that's the only thing, really, if that makes any sense.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
So, like, what motivated you to even become a writer to begin with? Like, when did you say, you know what, I have a lot of thoughts, I want to articulate them, I want to put them out to the world? Because you already said a lot of people are real critical. You can talk all day,
right?
But it's like a whole different ball game when you actually put that down on paper.
Yeah, because I commend a lot of people for writing a book.
Yeah.
Like, it's writing a book. That's like your magnum opus. Like that's your essence.
Your what?
Your magnum opus. No shit. No, he didn't.
Magnum opus. I thought I had a dicky on. I was going to pull the shit out. Magnum opus. All right, cool. I'm with that. Sound like something from Transformers.
You know what I'm saying?
To answer your question, like sometimes you like gotta prove people wrong, and I hear ignorance. And sometimes when I hear ignorance, I don't say nothing, but I just put it into the back of my mind, like talk about it. So like I was sitting next to some girl. And she like, man, she's selling hair now. She just was doing nails. She just was doing eyelashes. She just was doing makeup. And there's a theory like, damn, you must really believe you coming back as yourself. So when you say that means I can't do 1,000 things. I can't do everything. I was like, yo, you so reserved. You want to be focused on this one thing in your life, and you got a whole life to live, and you don't know when you're going to die. So like, do everything. So I always had a dream to write a book. So it's like, I DJ, I do content creation, I do video, I do photography, I do business management. I got a business selling candles. I sell hoodies. I'm unemployed on purpose. I help kids. I write books. Fuck it. Like, do everything you want to do in life, man. Because if you ain't coming back, and if you come back, you're going to come back as something stupid, like a caterpillar or some shit. And the nigga going to be sitting in the corner and step on you, and that shit going to be over. Like, then you're going to come back again as something else if you believe in that. So
I was about to say, so you believe in reincarnation?
no, I don't. But I'm just saying, if it's people that must think that, if they think that they can just be chill. Like, it's no way you could be lazy and just... I don't know, like, what is, like, everybody needs to find out what the subjective meaning of failure is. What is failure? Because if you think about it, all right, failure is this. How do you work around it? What is fail? Some people believe failure is not being what they thought they were supposed to be. All right, well, maybe that's what your progression you had to go to figure out what you're really supposed to do. So what is failure? It's fake.
I feel like failure more so, if I had to define, I feel like failure is not responding. Not, like, just... not moving forward. I feel like that's failure because, like you said, you may not be exactly where you thought you would be, but if you keep moving, you keep striving, you keep yourself busy, keep doing different shit, you're gonna find your path, you're gonna find your purpose, your niche. I feel like that's where failure begins. Failure begins in not pursuing, not doing. Failure begins in just sitting idle.
So you're saying there's no action, right? So it's not to do, right? The act of not, right?
I feel like that's what failure can be for a lot of people.
So then, all right, well, let's think of this if we provoking thought. To not do it is what people are doing already.
Exactly.
So why not do something? Because failure is not to do.
Exactly.
So if you want to do a book, you want to DJ, you want to play the drums, do that shit. Shaq and motherfucking Snoop Dogg do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Facts.
Snoop selling Coronas. He's selling weed.
Shout out to Snoop.
Snoop DJ, like Shaq.
Shaq be DJing, like, it's crazy.
Don't think because they celebrities that they got the opportunity. Yeah, they got the opportunity, but like you could do, man, the brain really could do a lot. Like it was kids back in the day that was 6, 7 years old that had full-time jobs. Not because they were stupid, because they put that work in, and you 6, 7, you a savant. People got life fucked up.
You know what I think it is? And y'all push back if y'all feel different. I feel like most of the time the reason a lot of people don't do, I think as a society, we're so concerned about what the next person gonna say, think, how they gonna respond, how they gonna feel about what you're doing. Oh man, if I do this, damn, is they gonna let me still?
I feel like to add to that point, I feel like with because everything is like we always say that Instagram is a highlight reel. Mm-hmm. So with everybody, like with that, in this day and age, we post everything, every accomplishment we had, right? So people feel like they don't progress when they don't do something at a certain extent or a certain level.
Or speed.
Yeah, so like they'll see Chad wrote a book and this many people liked the book on Instagram, but then Tone write a book and only 3 people liked it. Right. Now Tone feel like he's a failure.
Right.
When in reality, Tone just doesn't have the audience yet. That's all it is. So a lot of people don't feel like they like we just magnify too much. Like we just feel like we worry about the next person too much, whereas we just got to work at our own pace.
That's what I try. I try not to do that shit with this podcast and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. It's hard, right?
Numbers and all that. Because once you start doing that, man, you're gonna drive yourself crazy.
But they throw the numbers in your face, right? And it's not easy. Like the analytics saying, you know, you get most of your looks on this day and versus in this time, and it's like you trying so hard to play the analytic game. And from just speaking for myself with the content game, 'cause I've been doing it for a little bit since I graduated from college, and it's so easy to get caught up in the analytics of things because I think that's just the era we in. We in the era of numbers. We in the era of information, and we got so much of it at our disposal. We forget to think about the reality, what's actually going on, how it's actually touching the people, impacting the people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like fuck 1 million people. Like if I got 1,000 strong people versus 1 million people who really don't really fuck with me, I'd rather have that 1,000 strong core of people that really vibe that I'm really touching. You know what I'm saying?
People don't understand numbers anyway. People, you know you're not supposed to say this word, but people retarded. Like, people really retarded. Like even it's all about averages. So if you got 1 million followers and then you go live, you think 1 million people gonna be on your live?
Hell no.
The percentage of people being on your live with 1 million is probably 3%, if that.
Yeah,
People be having 1 million followers. You go on live, it'd be 60 people there, right? So the numbers is if you got 60 people that are supporting you, that's 60 people that's gonna buy your shit. And if you got a hoodie that's $50, 50 times 60, I don't know the math, but that's a living. That's more than a lot of people making at Chick-fil-A.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't look at those things, and it's just like the numbers. It's like another thing is they lie to us all the time. I don't know who they is, but they lie to us. They tell you Oprah was homeless. They tell you Madea or Tyler Perry was homeless. Tom Cruise was homeless. These people didn't have it, so they went from this to this. And you believe that and skip the whole process. You are on your way to doing what they're doing. You just don't see those 1 million likes, and you just think you're not good enough. And we don't. What is it? You can't unsee what you see, what you saw. So subconsciously, a lot of that stuff be taking over our brain. So like if you scrolling all day, in your mind, the subconscious is making you feel like you can't do stuff because you're not like this person. And you don't know what they do. Niggas be lying. They be buying followers and shit like that. Like niggas. That shit don't even make sense. 3 million followers, 26 likes, 2 comments, 1 fire, 1 laugh.
It don't add up.
It don't add
It
up.
never is. It almost never is.
It never adds up.
I've been seeing a couple on the daily.
Like, what the fuck? Like, that don't even make sense. It don't make sense at all.
I feel like people really scared to fall in love with their journey, bro. They scared to fall in love with their own path, their own narrative. Like we get so caught up in everybody. We think about it. Instagram, we see all these different celebrities' lifestyles. We get so caught up on what the next rapper doing, what they should have said, what they should have did, and who they fucking, and it's like, all right, cool, that's their life. Mm-hmm. What's going on with yours? Like you liking the next rapper situation, blah 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 blah, but you still in the projects doing X, Y, and Z, probably still living. You can change your life, and if you really dedicate your mind, body, soul, spirit, and essence, if you really give your entire being to your journey, the sky like is no limit. The sky's only the view. You feel what I'm saying? Like how many people can really say that I'm giving my life, it's my all?
Not many.
Like
Not many.
I know every day I try to, because my whole thing is this, right? Even with the content game, it was a point in time where I was self-conscious about, damn, I don't like the sound of my voice. Just nitpicking. Mm-hmm. But in my brain, it got to a point where I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to do me. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me the best way I know how. And I'm going to live and die by the results. Because if we die tomorrow, God forbid, if something happened to me tomorrow, all this content I did, all these videos I dropped, all these conversations I had with people, it meant something. It's like my essence is in the airwaves, in the radio waves, is there. Mm-hmm. So I take pride in that. Mm-hmm. That I'm giving myself a fair shot at my own success.
And even further that point, like even like God forbid you do die today, right, or tomorrow. All the stuff that you put out, like all of us, like all the stuff that we do put out, like it lives on. See what I'm saying? So like I always look at it like that. Anytime we do something, like anytime like I make a song, or anytime I do a podcast, or anytime I do like a video, I feel like if something happens to me, like people will remember me for this. So I can't worry about the numbers and stuff like that we have right now, because I always feel like it's a legacy to be built. Mm-hmm. So we just gotta look at it like that.
How important is legacy to you?
You ever hear somebody talk about their dad, or they talk about like their upbringing and how them people meant to them. That's all I care about. Just those memories, those things that you create with your family, with your kids, things somebody told you, the things they talk about at your funeral, the things that they talk about when it's like, yo, remember when such and such. It's just about those things, those memories that you can create with people. That's all I care about. I mean, but legacy, it means a lot. But I don't want it to have an ego. Like, take the ego out of it and just have it to a point where people can make moves and think and laugh about memories. That's it. Because all this shit is shit when you dead. Like,
but to your point, this is legacy right here. You know, your kids, because they gonna say, "Damn, my grandpa, my pop, he wrote a book." This ain't nothing. This ain't light. This ain't nothing to, you know, flag over. You know what I'm saying?
one of the toughest things to do in life is to celebrate your small wins when you got a big goal. Because like you so focused on getting to the 80th floor that when you got to the 30th floor, you're like, man, I still got 50 more floors to go. So for you to say that's 100% real. But like when you are focused and you focus on doing so many more things and you program to keep going, you don't look at stuff like that. So I appreciate you for telling me that because like we was talking about earlier, like I don't look at stuff like that. That shit is something else checked off the checkbook. Let's get to the next thing.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure. It's powerful, bro.
Yeah, but I hope it helps somebody.
For sure, man.
Sure.
But man, like you said, man, everybody cop that music in an empty mansion. Show the camera one
Man,
time.
y'all need to laugh, man. Y'all making this shit feel like a funeral, man.
Nah, we had
Where the bitches at? So
They was in interview mode. You know what I'm saying? I was letting them do their thing.
Start saying Magna Carta, what he say? Magna Opium, like laughing.
It was in.
Henny and shit, like
I
somebody-
definitely like them because, like, you know, I guess for me, I take people's passion seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is a part of your passion. This is a part of your story. Like, and yeah, of course, the fun gonna come, but like, I definitely, I'm so big on really peeling back the layers of who somebody is, what made them, what broke them, you know, what built them up. You know what I'm saying? What tore them down, and you know, what do they feel like is their life's purpose? That's just how I process information.
Are you happy?
Am I happy?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I would say I'm on a constant journey. I don't feel like happy is a destination. I feel like it's a journey. So I feel like I'm perpetually moving towards happiness.
Will you ever get there then? If it's always moving?
If it's always moving, that's a good question.
Sheesh. You gotta find out what happiness is for you, brother. Because if you looking for it and searching for it and can't recognize it, you'll never know it when you try to get to it.
Well, that's my thing. I feel like with happiness, you constantly going through life. Things always like maybe destination was the right word. Happiness is fluid to me.
Okay.
It's never just going to remain one thing, in my opinion. I feel like happiness, like life comes in ebbs and flows.
Okay.
So it's moments you're going to be up, you're going to be down, you're going to be happy, you're going to be sad. Am I happy with who I am today? Yes. Am I happy with my life? Yes. Am I happy with the woman I chose? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never truly satisfied in terms of...
You chose your lady?
Happy and satisfied. Is different,
Yes, sir, I'm married, bro. I'm
Oh,
chosen.
congratulations.
Yeah, for
I just
sure.
don't feel like
Yeah.
we choose our women. I feel like they choose us. That's why.
Now it's funny you say that because I literally said to her all the time, "Yo, I'm glad you chose me." Like I tell her all the time, but I feel like to a certain extent we chose each other.
Okay.
Yeah, if I'm being honest.
She watched this, John.
Nah.
Come on, bro. When the camera go up, we'll talk about it.
Oh, man, that's funny as shit.
That's funny.
But man, that's happiness is. I feel like we always trying to find out what happiness is really.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think happiness is subjective. That's why we don't agree with
That's
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like you
So
got
I'm
to find your version of it.
All right, you dated. You said you had your greatest week this week.
like a sleep.
So you
yeah.
sleep,
sleep.
sleep. That's all you say.
I start wearing jeans again.
the air was just hitting a little different. Probably that's probably what it was.
No, it was. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it was the air change. Yeah, it was, man.
Niggas sleep better in the fall. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Summertime, nah.
Are you happy?
I think today I am.
All right. So you think it changes?
Yeah, it
up and
changes.
down?
Yeah, it's a constant.
Maybe not every single day,
Right.
but maybe week to week. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you think what's the other emotion that you feel like you have more? If it's not happiness, is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it
It's not. It's definitely not anger.
all right?
Sometimes you up, sometimes you down. I think
Right.
more of an up and down thing. Not, you know what I'm saying, always being yourself. Sometimes if you wake up and you're not feeling like yourself, then probably you're having a bad day. If you wake up and you on your everyday shit, you know, making people laugh, or whatever, talking to your folks, cool. But some days, it depends on what happens during the course of the day. You might just sit back like, damn, I had a bad day. Make you a little less happy than you were the day before, maybe.
I think about my own mortality a lot. Okay. So
that's a dangerous thing to do, though.
So
like,
I do because a lot
shit,
a lot of shit transpired with my family like in the past past year or two. So like, you know, one of my cousins got murdered. Like a cousin, like we ate off the same plate. Like my mom, his mom, their sisters, like we grew up together. Like so, he got murdered. My other cousin got paralyzed from the waist down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of things. A lot of people closest to me. Right. It's people close to me to the point where it's like, damn, like, and my next, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's just, I think about my mortality a lot. I think about how I live my days very carefully, very intuitively, because I really treat every day like it really can't be my last. So, like, mortality, like my own mortality is something I think about heavily. So that's probably why I don't feel like I'm truly happy, because maybe it's some things I haven't truly unpacked yet. Yeah. Just as a human being, as a person. So.
I feel like I wrote it in a book. I feel like you gotta have a sublime or a minimalistic thought process that keep you sane and keep you happy. I'm gonna explain. So I believe that I can't live in it's two types of fear. It's face everything and run, or it's face everything and rise. So I face fear every day, but I face it and I try to rise.
Say that again.
Fear is face everything and run, or face everything and rise.
I like that.
So I believe that. And you create thoughts to help you move on. So I believe that your book is already written, right? And I believe what's for you is for you. I talk about it in the book. I was like 20 minutes late for a doctor's appointment. I'm going down to like the garage, and there's 10 cars in front of me, and they all looking for a parking spot. So I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna make this appointment. So it's all these cars in front of me, and I'm like, they all looking for a parking spot. They're gonna get it to me before me. So I'm just like, driving. So I'm just driving, and I'm just like, fuck, I ain't gonna make it. So as this car in front of me move up, car right here come right out.
You got a spot.
I got right in there. So all them cars in front of me is the nan and boo boo type shit, but what's for you is for you. So running into fear, like even the survivor's remorse or thinking if it's me, like what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So I'm not gonna think about it to a point where I can't enjoy what I do have. Because if I'm about to go tomorrow, I'm going tomorrow regardless. Right. So guess what? Let's snort some lines. Let's shoot some heroin.
I don't know about that, but I smoke an L with you real quick. But
he said it's Friday. Let's get lit.
Like, it's Friday.
Where's the blow?
Because if you're resilient, you got to believe that you can get through anything. Like people try, and I always say this about white sneakers. People get Air Force Ones and ball their feet up in them joints and create new knuckles and boxing
gloves. That's the funniest shit to me.
To walk, to try to keep their sneaks from creasing and try to keep them from getting dirty. When you try to keep your sneaks from getting dirty, they get dirty. But when you just walk them joints,
you be tippy-toeing them joints.
For real.
Tiptoeing in my jorts because you don't want to fuck them up. But if you just walk with a purpose, they're not going to get dirty like that. So it's really a thought process. And I feel like I'm
be soft as shit though. I ain't gonna hold you like.
I got some. I do agree with you on that type of time though. Like it's like when you try, it's like the equivalent of when you try not to fuck up, you usually fuck up.
For sure.
But if you just going with the flow, doing what you do, like the best way you know how, things don't happen the way they supposed to happen.
Don't think about it too much.
Don't think about it.
So we gotta treat life like Air Force is what you saying.
No, because you can't get them fucked up and get a new one.
Right, so I'm saying like it ain't that replaceable.
Life
like
delicate though, you know what I'm saying? You only get 5 words out of the forces and shit.
It
you know what I'm
is,
saying?
but like, what if like you think about it? All of these vegans, all these people that eat healthy, and shout out to them because I gotta eat healthy if I want to be alive for my children. You don't eat cheesesteaks, you don't eat none of that. You walk across the street and get hit by a bus. You go to heaven. What's the first thing you think they're gonna think about? Damn, I should have ate that cheesesteak. They missing out.
I agree with you on that though.
They missing out. Like, what's for you is for you. It's niggas that you be like, damn, how this nigga still alive? And he done killed 100 people. And then this one little girl was walking across the street and she died and she 10 years old. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
It don't. So fuck it. Like, do whatever you want to do. I mean, there is repercussions and consequences.
Of course.
But fuck playing it safe. How many rappers tell you? Jay-Z is one of the richest people in the world. And he didn't drove from Philly to California to Virginia selling stuff all up the interstate Jeezy to. And look at where they at now.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I wasn't there. I don't chase no bread. I chase money in the pocket. But I'm just saying, your life is your life and you got to live it. Like, I just don't. That tiptoeing and scared. I'm okay with saying I'm sorry. So if I say something to you that's disrespectful, like, Hopefully it make me and you build from it. We might even fight. But then 2 years later, we drinking Henny. Remember when you socked the shit out me, yo, that shit was crazy. But I hit you back, yeah, man. Ever since that day, man, I respect you because you got a good hand. You know what I mean? Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
I feel that.
Fuck
I feel
it.
that.
I like
Fuck
that.
it. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Enjoy. Fuck it. I ain't
Enjoy.
pay for it. Fuck it. Drink. You want another one? Yeah, help yourself.
He said,
I
"Drink
ain't
another
pay
one,
for it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Because
Oh, man.
happiness is something that you got to have it more than you have sadness, man.
Sure, bro.
I agree with that.
Good words, man. Good words, man.
Definitely, man. That's definitely so. Like we said, man, y'all got to go lock in on music in an empty mansion.
For sure.
Seriously, like my man's dropping some real jewels right now,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
and
Also the power of being alone while you at it.
and
so,
the power of being alone for sure.
that's
For sure. Where can people find that one?
That's everything's on my gram, my link tree.
Got you.
Blackie Chad on Instagram.
Got you.
BLACKYCHAD.
Say less.
Yeah.
Y'all hear him? Y'all hear him?
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, what we got going on next, man? We got to get on this. What we gonna do? Meek, his new album review.
Man, yeah,
Respectively, though, how many times did y'all listen to it today?
I listened to it 3 times because I
Oh, yeah, y'all got
specifically
time.
came in
Shit.
here. No, first of all, you already know I'll get up for work at like midnight. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be up all day anyway. I'm gonna listen to this Meek album. So cause I know I gotta do the podcast tonight. If I say something wrong, I gotta make sure I got all my eggs in the basket, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mid. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely some mid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know about
it's-
y'all. It's
it's-
not hitting for me. I'm sorry. I don't know if that revokes my Philly card. I apologize. But
We're gonna revisit this next week.
It's cool. Like it's not. All right, I'll put it to you this way. Like I told y'all off camera, like I feel like he coming with another one.
We're gonna bet money on
It just like for example with the equivalent of the whole CLB. Like I feel like Drake coming with another one. Like that doesn't feel like it
So let
to
me
me.
ask you
not after
serious
22
question.
songs.
Is it hard for you to differentiate what you think and what you really want
This is hard for me to differentiate from what I think
and what you really want?
and what I really
'Cause
want.
it sounds like you want another Meek album.
Want a
No.
replacement.
And you want another CLB. And the reason is me being a lawyer, because I do this for real. The fact that you said that, you are really saying that the album is ass. You're telling yourself, I want it to be a thought that a new one is coming because this one can't be it. So for real, you want a new one because you know this ain't it. I rest my case. Objection.
I actually just think he got another one coming. Like it just, to your point though, you might be onto something, but
But you didn't say if you like it. You said,
I said it's
what you
cool.
think?
I
You
said
what you think?
I said it's
Bro,
cool.
got
from
another
the,
one
from the
coming.
way
No,
Meek
no,
talking,
the Ferguson said it was cool.
from the way Meek is talking on Twitter and shit, he's gonna sit on this album for 2 years.
And the way
until
he's
he brings some new
promoting,
shit
and the
out.
way he's promoting
Listen,
it, it's just like, dog.
Don't forget, they said when he came out with this record against Drake, they said this was gonna be the best one since Ether.
I don't know why they said that shit.
And I don't know why he's sitting on this. But I'm gonna just say this. It says it's called
expensive pain.
I ain't never been rich, so maybe I gotta wait till I get rich and then I'll listen to that.
No, but that was my whole beef with the album. It was like the way you promoted the album, like even for, like, cause I really like the cover art. Like I really liked it. That's probably why I was so excited for the album, just off the cover art alone. He has
Right.
probably the best cover art this year out of all the albums that dropped this year. And the name that's a good name. But I'm thinking you about to give me some shit like some pain. You know what I'm saying? Like you about to tell me the trials and tribulations of being rich. Now none of us are rich. Not that I know of. But you know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't know any of the trials and tribulations of being rich. But it's not like he's not even like really rapping about his trials and tribulations. He's just like talking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Meek don't even rap his age.
like he don't. Yeah, that's all. That was another
He
beef
not
with
even
it. It's
rapping
like
his age.
Meek. This not even a like how old is Meek? Like 33, 34, whatever. How? That's not a 34-year-old album. Like it's like some shit of like a 22-year-old, right? Like
Hang with Baby in him too much.
That's a very good point y'all brought up that he don't rap his age.
He's chasing
that's-
it. He's
that's-
chasing
He's
that's
the young
interesting.
boy's
That's-
old head though.
That's interesting.
But yeah,
I agree with that
he's
too.
stuck in that because he feel like he gotta keep up with them, so that's the way he gotta
But
rap.
all right, here's the thing,
but he
right?
don't.
If Drake is the same age, right? We could just go back to Drake, right? If Drake is the same age, but he's putting out content well, I wouldn't even say it's like around his age, but it's more than Meek is right now. Is what I'm saying.
All right, I
like,
get that.
like Drake is always going to chase a Billboard chart. Like he's always going to chase some Billboard shit. So it's like that's just how Drake's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But Meek, it sounds like he's trying to appeal to these little young boys that's in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like when
They don't fuck with they fuck with NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, that's the crowd he's trying-
That's their leader. That's their guy right now.
That's the
Like,
crowd he's trying to chase. He's trying to
He's
chase
new
the
school.
little YouTubers and all that. And it's like, dog, like you are like we said, he felt like he was motivated by Baby and Dirk and all that. I don't know about Baby, but I done seen Dirk in multiple interviews say Meek, he looked up to Meek. So why are you trying to sound like the person that looks up to you? See what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't know better.
like Meek, like it should like Meek raps like he don't rap like how he did when he was 22, like when he was spitting like before his time and stuff like that. That's how I feel. Like that was my whole gripe with this album. It was like
I think it's the production he choosing too. Like it's because sometimes the beat could put you in a certain vibe, a certain pocket, right? And like listen to this project when I hear songs like Tweaking, right?
Drink responsibly.
Or even the joint or even the joint with the joint Expensive Pain, that song. Like I personally feel like when Meek actually tried to be on his rap back, not the whole like club shit. When all right, perfect example. What's the song he had with The Dream? Young Black America.
Yeah.
I like Meek when he really getting his in that bag because I feel like he could really go there for real.
I think that's what everybody want to hear from him.
Like matter of fact, another joint. Remember what's the joint with Swiss Beats? Classic, right?
Yeah.
Meek was snapping on that. I feel I like Meek when he really choose like the hip hop kit. Like sometimes he be going too much for these.
I think maybe that's just a Philadelphia thing in us, but we like Meek when he raps. Like we know Meek, we know Meek's potential.
We want to hear that nigga spit.
Like I know, like all the songs I saved on this album was Meek, like really like. Now he's not like really rapping like on any of the songs for real. But like the songs where he's like getting like into himself, like he's getting like into his thoughts and like really talking. Those are the songs I kept. Like and there's a lot of songs where he's not doing it. That was my problem with it. Like,
Can we take expectations out of these things and then decide like whether we like stuff? Because like you hear the title, you see the cover, you create expectations. It's been a long time. It's like I was looking for, and I'm gonna be honest, I was looking for a Teflon Don 444 type album.
Me too.
That's what I'm waiting on.
I thought that's where he was at. I thought that's where he was at in his career.
But to be honest, I was telling this to my man. He was like, well, Jay-Z didn't come out with 444 album until he was in the game 25 years. So I might gotta wait a little while.
That's
or write my
a good
own
point.
shit. Like,
but on the flip side, that Teflon Don was what Raw's third album.
yeah.
So we on Meek's what fourth, fifth.
That was like Ross' fourth, John.
Yeah. So it's like we can have them expectations, but you like that.
Ross was old as shit though.
Meek is 34, bro. Like,
well, yeah.
It's like rap is like they always say rap is a young man sport. You know what I'm saying? So like.
Ross is around the same age.
We at the point in rap now because you gotta remember rap is still relatively new. You know what I'm saying? It's only about 30 years. 50 years. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Do you feel like Meek rap for his core fan base?
No, that'd be his problem. That,
I'm going to agree with you on that.
Like,
for fan base is us.
Because our age group is the ones that came up with Meek, right?
Exactly.
But I feel like too often some of these songs, like sharing locations, that's all right. But you could tell he pointed towards. That's for them niggas. That's for the young niggas. Right. That's not for us, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, me, I ain't going to hold you. I'm on my Griselda bag heavy. Them niggas rapping for me. I can hear it.
It's two types of reasons that you bring an album out, like, or style how you come out. You either come out to blend in or you come out to be a trendsetter or change something. So you got, like, Kanye who changing, like, his whole album to me, whether it's rapping on it or not, is really a dope-ass musical / instrumental. Mm-hmm. Then you got people that just blend in. And then you got people who change it. So, like, I don't feel like Drake changed it. I don't feel like Meek changed it. I just feel like they just blended in and just...
They blended in.
That's my biggest problem with both of them niggas, though. Like, I always... Like, I say this to certain niggas be like, oh, what you mean Drake, he did this? I'm like, no, he really hasn't really transcended his own art for real. You know what I'm saying? Drake got a formula. He stick to it. He may tweak it. Depending on who hot at the moment, he might jump on that shit real quick.
Every time.
But like, he hasn't really transcended his own style. Same thing with Meek. I don't feel like Meek has truly transcended yet.
He had it. He was there.
Championships, I felt like he was actually moving in that direction. Exactly. When I heard What's Free, I'm like, okay, he transitioned into this side of hip hop.
But what about if it's a business plan or a business goal, right? Mm-hmm. So it depends on what your perspective is and what you want. So if you Drake, you like, I want Billboard, or I want to appeal to my target audience where he believe his audience might be 16 to 28 girls. Why would I make an album for you if I can focus on that? And Meek probably like, the young niggas, I'm trying to take NBA YoungBoy spot because I'm trying to stay fresh and new. Because even when Fab got to a point where he wasn't wearing big-ass earrings and jerseys no more, he transcended as a young OG, and he became that, and he moved into that.
And that's what we
ready to be at right now. He still want to be playing with the young niggas.
But like Drake know he gonna sell regardless. Like that's a given. So I mean, what y'all think Meek gonna do his first week?
Man, them niggas niggas ain't having fun no more. They just doing the business part of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like after this, and we're going to get to that question too. But I feel like this. That's why I feel like it's. You know what? You probably was right initially when you asked me that first question. Like, did I want it to be or something else?
Because he from
I
Philly.
I think you're right.
He symbolized what we see him come up. We all want him to be great, but we want him to put that work in. Where it's like you're not in there, Jones. Just chill out, back out.
Like you ain't gotta like. All right, real quick. I'm gonna let you go. Score my bad. Like I just feel like Meek, you done already been in the game for X amount of years. People know what you're gonna do. All right, it's like we heard that side of you already. We got that side of you. We know you can. We know you can give us the party vibe, strip club vibe. We know you can give us the hood class. We know all that. But I just feel like, all right, I'm at that point with you now. You don't have to appease nobody. I need you to start making an art that you feel is true to you, unless this is true to him.
Do we, as even though we fans, do we really have the right to have an opinion about something?
Well,
about anything.
About anything or someone's art.
Someone's art. Can we really argue with Ben Simmons?
Because art is subjective.
We will.
So
we will.
You know, we know we will. But art is meant to be interpreted, right? Art is meant to be consumed by the masses, and it's all about your perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I may look at the Mona Lisa, I might see a bad bitch, and another nigga might look at the Mona Lisa and be like, "Yo, that's a nigga. That's a man in the hood. A man, you know, so it's like, so it's all subjective, right? Like, so to somebody else, this Meek joint may be, damn, this is best. It's not though, and that's just honestly my opinion. But I just feel like Meek could do better than this. It's just that simple for me. I just feel like you could dig deeper in the bag of tricks than this.
Just last thing. In my book, I said that it's a study that says you got to try something, taste something, listen to something, eat something, touch something 7 times before you can form an opinion about it.
Mm-hmm.
You ever ate something that you didn't like the first time, you eat it again, you like it? So can you listen to it 7 times and then say it's ass? Because you might fall into pocket with it.
Mm-hmm. But to your point, I ain't say it was ass. I said it was cool. So it could only go up from here. I ain't gonna get no worse for me. So it's cool.
I would say that.
It can't get no worse than this. It's all right. If I had to do a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 6.
But I think
That's high.
I'm about to say the problem with I think it's not that
Damn.
we don't think the album is like terrible, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible at all.
Clearly thinks it's terrible. He says
Right.
But
I'm sorry. It's terrible.
But
I'm going right back to Backstreet Boys.
I think
This nigga said back. What's your favorite Meek album? If you got one.
I like wins and losses.
Wins and losses?
Yeah, because it built up to something. Like you took a L and you acknowledged it. Now you
So the story behind it more so, or the actual music?
I actually like the music.
Okay.
That album is the same as this album. He was rapping with the young niggas and it was cool to hear, but that
was 8 years ago.
2-3 hours ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but the thing was like I don't even think he was rapping with the young niggas on that album because he was
Yeah,
like
he had Uzi on them all.
He had
on
Quavo on there. Was that the album?
Yeah, he had Uzi on that, John.
On wins and
well, I
losses.
mean, but like
he had Uzi, he had Chris Brown, he had
No,
Thug.
not wins and losses. What's the one before that where he had?
You talking
James
DC?
Worth More Than Money.
You talking DC4? DC4.
Yeah,
Hold on, the mixtape.
I like that one.
DC4. He had Quavo on there, Don
that's
Q.
tape.
Yeah,
Like
that one.
yeah, that's a tape though. Yeah.
Yeah, that was hot.
But even
DC4
this, so like
really
the
is.
subject matter was just like
I like the real me with Young Bob on it too.
Oh man, he took it way back.
Yeah,
Way
man,
back,
that's it.
way back. That's
That
Bloodhounds and
whole
shit.
album right now.
Shit, that's a given. Like that's classic. Ain't no way.
What about you, Tone? What's your favorite Meek album?
For me, it goes back and forth between wins and losses and championships. Like I really enjoy championships heavy. Like I really enjoy championships because the time of
First album was hot.
the time of the championships was just. I think I told y'all this in the group chat. I was like,
Was his first album hot? Really?
Yeah.
you talking about Dreams and Nightmares, the very first one?
Yeah.
That joint was
alright for
that joint was alright for real.
the time
Like,
period.
it was
And I
alright.
gotta
Like,
remember it
It's
came
better than I
out.
expected.
It came out right with. First of all, my thing with I got like PTSD with Dreams and Nightmares because it came out with what's Kendrick first album? Good Kid, Mad
Red
City.
See,
So it's
that's-
like-
and that's all I was listening to at the time.
I really was arguing with people from. I was really arguing with my mans from Philly. Like all my homies was like, "Yo, this Meek album that, this Meek album that." I'm like, "No, this Kendrick joint. This before Kendrick was like,
Yeah.
Right after Section 80.
Kendrick is an acquired listen.
bro." But That Good Kid, Mad City was different.
Me.
bro.
Well,
Like,
Kid, Mad City, you can listen to it anytime. Now, Pimp a Butterfly,
But
you definitely
that's an
gotta
acquired
have
listen.
George Clinton.
Yeah, you got to make sure you got that. You gotta make sure you like got
I feel like
the.
that was-
Kunta, you got one
Yeah.
foot, you good.
that Kendrick album is probably the one Kendrick album we all can say like, you know what, we running this all the way back.
No, like I personally was a fan of the first
All
album,
right, so let me ask you this then.
Section 82.
This was like when Meek first got on. This was his first album after he got on. We all love the intro. They brought the intro out probably like 2 or 3 months.
The
before
intro
album
sold the
came out.
project.
It sold the project. Now I got a question for you. Jeopardy question. Name 2 more songs on that album.
What? What's the joint? Shell Tops?
Rich and Famous.
What's the joint?
You can't even name the song.
Bro, I really that project.
I'm a
like,
boss
was-
in there on that song, on that joint.
Matter of
It
fact,
is?
With Mary J. Blige.
Young and Getting It.
Y'all can't
Oh, yeah, that
name
was
the
hot.
songs though. That's his point he making. Y'all can't
when you're
name the
around.
songs.
right? No, but I agree with him though. Like my thing is like that project really, like you know another reason I like that project even too, because he used
Yo,
the
Meek
same
first
exact
album
beat
was hot.
Ross used on if God Forgives I Don't. I think it was the Amsterdam beat or something like that. Like they used the same like. If
What song is this?
I can't remember, but it's a song.
Sure it's
on-
Amsterdam?
It's the same. It's
What
a.
is it?
It's a.
Can't be Amsterdam.
No, listen.
Amsterdam.
It's a.
Flat.
No, listen.
I'm about to say,
It's a
we
song.
want no Amsterdam.
No, I'm telling you, it's a song on Dreams and Nightmares. It's the exact same beat as this one song on the joint with the Raj project.
I feel like I know what you're talking
I gotta
about.
do my.
think remember
I got
this.
it.
God forgives
God Forgives I Don't.
God Forgives I Don't on that album, which is one of my favorite Ross albums.
It's not better than Teflon.
But no, Teflon Don different. Teflon Don, you know what surrounded
11
that project,
songs,
the whole 50 shit,
11
bro.
songs.
That project,
Oh no, that was the other joint that surrounded the 50 shit.
bro.
God Forgives and I Don't. I mean, no. The joint with Mafia music. Be deep
True.
in the rap.
Oh yeah,
Deep in
deep in the rap, yeah.
That
With
just
Mafia
trash.
music. Yeah.
Teflon.
Deeper than rap was definitely deeper than crap.
We
No,
gotta
bro.
reach. We gotta, bro.
You can't talk to Dove about Ross. man.
Ross hardly missed. Like he hardly missed.
That's good.
Carol
Harley.
City Cartel's one was poop. The second one.
No, we ain't talking about that, man.
Deeper than crap was trash.
We gonna have to revisit this conversation. Ain't no
Bro,
way. Even the
The
rap
King
is
of
crazy.
Diamonds tape slapped.
Mastermind.
Magnificent?
Mastermind was light.
What?
Mastermind was light.
Wait,
He
hold
came
on,
with
hold
the
on.
balls
Whoa,
I
whoa,
did.
whoa,
but it
whoa,
didn't-
No, hold on.
I'm telling you.
Here,
Oh, Mastermind
no,
the joint
his
that he-
worst
like the-
album. No, bro. Mastermind the joint that got all the colors on it.
The
Like,
colors. Oh, no,
his
you
worst
tripping, you
album
bugging.
might be Hood
That was a
Billionaire,
good
bro.
joint.
Sanctify was hot.
Bro, his
All
worst.
right, that's one song.
That was my shit.
His
I ain't
worst
look, I-
album might be
that
Hood
was my shit,
Billionaire.
bro. That was my shit. I'm sorry.
Kanye ripped
I
that
said his
song.
worst album might be Hood Billionaire.
For sure.
Black
Black
Dollar
Dol-
was hot. Bitch about to drive a nigga crazy. Yeah.
The Black Dollar joint, the one that that joint
like
they got that was a tape because
No,
he had
Black Market was the album.
Yeah, Black Market was the album. Black Dollar was the tape.
Yeah.
That came before.
They both was black bullshit. Like I ain't gonna hold you.
Ashes.
I understand that.
What's the tape? What's the tape? Ashes to Ashes.
Rich
That he
Forever.
didn't miss at all.
He
Ashes
ain't
to
miss
Ashes.
on
Like,
Ashes to Ashes, Rich Forever.
Rich Forever is like that's probably Raw's best. I
Rich
ain't gonna
Forever,
hold you.
that
That's-
shit.
That's probably Raw's like outside of albums. That's probably Raw's best project. I ain't gonna
bro,
hold you.
is.
you gotta separate yourself from fuck boys. Like, come on, bro. He was popping his shit on that joint, bro. Like,
But no, back
Ross one of my favorite rappers,
That's
bro.
what
But
Stacey
we
was.
digress. We digress,
We
man.
gonna get back. We gonna talk after off the camera on that album that you're talking about.
What
man. I
about
can't
you?
believe
Well,
said
we gotta
that.
get back to what's your favorite Meek album?
Yeah.
Championships.
Championship.
Yeah,
This is like I don't know. It's like where I was at in my life. Shit just be slapping.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Still slap.
Think about 2018. He just got out.
Yeah.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl. It was a lot going on in that, like, for Philly and there at that time. Like, it was. So
y'all like
it was
it.
it was
Just
the
got
it was
out
the
after every
that-
album.
it was the
For sure.
Which one?
no wait wasn't he going then when his losses came out?
Probably.
No,
yeah.
he,
It was
no.
something
I
like
think he
that.
just got. No, that was after the Drake shit. That was
One of them Jones
no,
he couldn't
yeah,
tour
what-
with that.
Oh, Drake
with
was
that
on
album.
that joint, though, wasn't he?
no.
No, he
just got
was
done
on
beefing with
he was
Drake.
on Jeans Worth More Than Money.
Dreams Worth More. I keep forgetting that album.
Yeah, he
They
just
had
got
Rico
beefing-
on it and all
Yeah,
that.
had
Yeah.
Rico. And that shit. That first
Bro,
one.
Jeans Worth More Than Money, crazy for like replay value on that joint, crazy.
That
That
was a
joint
great
did get-
production
Bro,
album. That was,
bro, what's the joint? I play it all the time.
All right, so I'm gonna be the only one to say I don't know. That's probably I don't. Besides this one that just dropped, Dreams Worth More Than Money is probably Meek's worst album. Like other than the joint that just dropped. Like
You
now,
think
when
you
say-
think
when
no, you
say
think
his
you think
worst album,
whoa,
you
whoa.
could say it's number 5 out of
You think
out of
Dreams
5.
Worth More Money worse than Dreams and Nightmares?
Boy, say that again.
So when you say his worst album, you're saying if he got 5 albums, this was his least best album, or are you saying it's like a terrible album?
The first one.
All right.
Like it's not a bad album. I'm just saying out of like Meek doesn't have a bad album to me. Like
Dreams and Nightmares was a bad album. Listen, I can get against this wall and line that shit up with y'all niggas. Y'all ain't changing my mind.
Yo.
That shit was poop.
That was not a bad album.
Bro, listen, like,
Poop.
bro, Polos and Shell Tops was not it for me. Like, that was Rich and Famous with Louis V, not it for me. Like, Like
that
that shit just wasn't that shit.
Bro, that was 9 years ago. What were you doing?
That shit was not.
Niggas was wearing polos in high
school.
No, 22. Oh yeah, I was. Yeah,
He's still in high school.
no, matter of fact, no, I wasn't even. No, I wasn't high school.
Bro, you still was bro. We graduated 2011. So
I graduated 2013.
Yeah, you was in 12th grade. Bro, I was tuned in.
That shit just wasn't hitting for me, bro.
I was out of school.
And it's crazy.
tuned
I
in.
fuck with everything Meek put out, but it's just
When
like
you graduate high school?
I graduated high school in 2013. I'm 26.
Oh shit!
I graduated college in 2017.
Got me feeling like an old nigga.
That shit just wasn't it for me. Like, but the thing is though, I fucked with every project Meek put out up until that. I'm like, damn, I thought he was gonna come harder than this. Like,
Nigga.
That joint Mary J was crazy, man. I don't care what
That's
nobody
my
say.
shit.
but then Dreams Worth More Than Money came out, and I'm like, oh shit, Ambitions is my shit.
I mean, I understand that.
That was his best commercial album, maybe. But like, I ain't. It's something about Dreams and it's probably, once again it goes back to, I guess, just because we saw Meek's journey, like we saw everything leading up to Dreams and Nightmares. So I guess I'm more in love with the stigma of it.
I think it's his first album. It was a lot that surrounded it, like, you know what I'm saying. But like it's all Philly. I'm not saying it's trash, but that's not the one. That's not the album I go back to when like. That's just not the Meek album I always dig back to.
When the last
That's
time
just
you
not-
listened to Dreams and Nightmare album?
That's what I'm saying. I don't go back to that joint.
I don't
really
go back
don't.
to. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't go back to any of them first two albums either. Like
I don't
either
go back
way.
to none of his albums. But
No, I definitely go back to Wins and Losses though.
Not like that, but
I definitely go back to Wins and Losses. That's my
I
favorite.
go back to championships. I listen to like a certain two songs. I always listen to Cold Hearted 2.
Yeah.
And
You said 2 songs?
I'm not the album. That's my favorite album from him. But I don't today.
Okay.
I ain't really listening to it.
I'm
like
about
that.
to say, what's my favorite album? I listen to like 2 songs. That ain't a good percentage.
I mean, let's be real though.
In my
Like,
actual
how
everyday
often do we
rotation.
really go back to like, because sometimes the music come out so fast these days. So much music, shit just be flooding like.
Depends on the artist, I guess.
Everything
Yeah.
depends on like.
But I go back to a Ross
vibe
project
and
easily.
where I'm at.
Easy.
Rather you than me.
It don't take nothing for me to go back to a
Like, 'cause
Ross
I can
project.
go back to Styles and listen to
Styles,
Gangsta
that
and
nigga,
Gentleman.
bro.
It's one of my favorite albums ever.
I mean, yeah.
I was that nigga.
I'm young. I'm 28, but I still listen. I was like in between. I listen to all that shit. Like I still listen to Kiss.
Yeah.
Old shit. I still listen to Beans old
But
shit.
when has Kiss ever had a good album?
That's debatable to most people.
What album Kiss ever had that was
I
good?
don't
Was
think Kiss had
I'm
a good
saying his
album.
old shit.
All right, you said the word good, so we're gonna stick with that
I'm
word
saying his
good.
old shit.
Top 5 Dirty Lie was good. You said good. Was it great? I don't know.
It's not a classic.
It was good.
it's Kiss.
Hold on. Kiss the Gang Goodbye had some shit on there.
He gonna bar you the fuck up every time. Like that's
Hold you.
Me 32.
Come on, man. Kiss the Gang Goodbye. Ain't had no shit on there.
I mean, all right. So
I'm
listen.
not saying it's a
So
classic.
I used to be a music manager, right? So
Yeah.
I used to deal with like a lot of artists. So for me, if you got an album that got 10 songs on there, for it to be a good album, it has to have 7 to 10 records.
So 70% of 10 songs. So 7 out of 10 got to be good for it to be good.
To be for
I
a
was,
good album.
I heard otherwise.
What you think?
For me,
You
half.
gotta think
Half?
of it.
That's a playlist.
Half. If you got 12 songs and 6 of them is bangers, you good. Because the other, you might have
So when
2
we
that
talking
might
about
be
bangers,
okay.
you talking about radio hits or you talking about
so, all right,
shit that everybody
all right,
listens
so
to.
now we splitting hairs a little bit because like it's some songs that bang, but you
what
might not
album
go
has
back.
Kiss had that had 6 bangers on it?
Bangers. See, bangers is a very weird word to use to me. Like.
The other joint,
Respect.
All right, I'll put you like this.
Hold on.
all right, the last album, Kiss put
Kiss.
out.
The last
The last album he put out, Ignatius. I play that joint straight through and don't skip not one joint.
Ignatius.
The last
Came
album,
out
the last
2020.
Incognito.
Ignatius?
that shit fire to me,
What the fuck is that?
bro. That shit,
What
bro,
the fuck is that? Boom, boom, boom.
that's when his man, that's when his homie Ice Pick that got killed.
Joint Keep It
Yo,
100.
that's like DMX's last album. What is we doing?
No, the joint, the
All right.
last Kiss had some shit on there.
I like The Last Kiss.
Yeah, some
Is that-
shit.
what's
Yeah,
the
at
joint with
least
Broken
6.
Gun with Jasmine Sullivan? That was the last.
That was on there.
The Kiss of Death.
Respect My Conglomerate.
All right. See.
That's Busta Rhymes.
They was on both of their albums. They had the joint Something Else that was hot.
If I ain't the
The joint, what's the boy? What's the funny looking boy from down south? OJ the Juice Man.
OJ the Juice Man.
Oh yeah, he did.
Phony
I
Who's
like, I like
Fake.
that record.
He had a couple
Phony,
joints on
She's
there.
Fake. That's the type of.
Yeah, a couple.
I know you got.
Kiss don't got a classic album. Don't get me wrong, but his shit you can still listen to. Like I'm not saying I'll go back and listen to the shit straight through, but I can pick from every album a couple songs that I'm listening to.
I agree. I think it's a difference between listenable records and just like garbage with just stuff that just doesn't age well.
See, I'm a
I
B.
can't listen
I'm
to
a
no
B-side
Ludacris
nigga,
and
so
no
like,
Nelly.
I'm a
then-
B-side guy.
like
What album that they had that translated well? Red Light Districts translates now?
no.
No,
That's
talking
what I'm
Luda?
saying. If you
Luda?
you would feel all right, listen. All right, look. My man about to come
Theater of
through.
the mind.
He about to let you borrow his Bentley. New 2022 drop top. It's 95 degrees outside. You could turn it up to the max. It got man, go ahead and sleep, man. Get that man up. Get that man cup.
stand up.
So this boy gonna be at a red light on Broad Street talking about throw them balls.
No, he gonna put on move.
Some
bitch,
Jones
like-
come on, I'll listen to it. I ain't gonna probably click it, but if it come on every now and then, I'll let it play. So a couple artists got like I listen to some old T.I. sometimes.
Right, you
No,
can
T.I.
listen to
definitely
Some
got
old
more.
Luda. I listen to some old
King, T.I. versus T.I.P., Rubber Band Man, like you
Paper
could
Trail
listen-
had some shit on
Paper
there.
Trail, yeah, Paper Trail was good.
Yeah,
Paper Trail was kinda
T.I. versus
commercial.
T.I.P. had a couple
Paper Trail was
Jones.
real commercial.
Paper Trail's commercial?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
won a Grammy off that joint.
He running Grammy.
Yeah,
off
Rihanna
of-
on
Oh,
that
no,
joint.
I'm thinking, my bad. What's the joint we fuck with heavy?
Oh,
The joint he did.
oh shit.
You talking about No Mercy?
The Trouble Man.
You talking about Trouble Man Heavy as the Head? I fuck with that joint.
That was a good.
I fuck with that joint.
That's how that. But they,
3K murdered his track on that
Yeah.
track.
What's the joint he got with CeeLo on there? The joint crazy. He got
I
something.
can't remember, bro.
Oh, crazy.
I'm just saying, like, if your music can't translate and you don't feel comfortable being in that drop top Bentley on a court, listen, you're in a drop top Bentley, probably more than any car on that block, and you playing stand up.
But-
Come on, man.
That's bad.
But
selection.
Kiss Not Hot.
Oh hell yeah,
All
one
right,
of the
all
top,
right,
one of the
all
He
top
just,
ever.
I
Alright,
think his
cool.
point was he just doesn't have any classic.
I agree he
albums.
don't have a classic album. I can't really say classic though.
Right. But
not
I'm just
that.
saying,
He just
I'm an
don't have-
album guy. I like to listen to an album from a story from the beginning, put my hoodie
Well,
on, and listen to the whole album.
What's Bean's best album?
The truth.
Yeah, yeah.
Either the truth or the reason.
I like the.
Nobody like the Becoming?
I like the truth.
He just had to be coming.
Coming
I mean, yeah, that's one out of five.
But that was like, I'm almost out of here.
That shit was hot, man. I just played it the other day.
No, the truth. I ain't gonna lie.
What's the hardest
The truth
song
is crazy.
you ever heard? The most gangsterous, vivid song you ever heard?
Mac and Brad. That shit is
general?
crazy.
In general.
And
ever.
rap?
Yes.
First thing I think of is Mac and Brad, Beanie Siegel and Scarface.
I think I got mine.
That
that's
shit
gonna trump
crazy.
all y'all's, but I'm just Beanie Siegel. What's your life like?
I was about to say, what's your life like, bro? Like,
It's never been the hardest.
I thought it was Die.
What about Die? I was about to say Die.
Die
like,
was good.
Die.
Nah,
like,
nah,
Die's good,
Bro,
but it ain't better
Die-
than What's Your Life
no,
Like.
what's your
no,
life
Die
like,
dark,
bro?
nigga. Like that shit.
Wife on land fucking your man, got the man fucking
Yeah,
your
yeah,
hand, man. Come on, man. That's the hardest.
I don't know,
thing
man.
ever. Huh?
Oh, X, yes. Well, that whole album to me had some shit on there. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. That's Ari B. If it's by Swiss. Ari
Yo,
B.
stop. Don't do Swiss like that.
Come on, man. All right,
I ain't
listen.
arguing it, but hey.
Swiss is one of the most overrated producers in the game.
That's yeah.
Overrated, bro. I can't say overrated because like, what's overrated? Like, what's like?
All right, let me ask you a question. What beat he made that was fire?
Like, what's his
B-boy stance.
Why he draw, yo?
Never. Rough Riders Anthem, boo garbage. My daughter could do that.
Come on, man. Don't do that, man.
It's
Bro, he talking crazy on the.
We talking about legendary rappers on these beats, though. You gotta think
It's-
about, that's what I'm
the beat,
saying. Like,
come on.
like we talking about like the rapping is so good on these songs.
Anybody can get on that joint. That's why the beat is hot, bro. I can get on that joint, snap.
Swiss is a nice guy.
No, Dre ran it, like Dre in the '90s was crazy though. Like,
Wait, didn't Swiss do Blackout? The joint with Locks and Who?
yeah,
That shit crazy.
Yeah.
that's
Man,
what's
that boy
crazy.
be pressing buttons, man. That's the piano you get from the lot store, and you just be.
No, is Meek gonna sell
It's Meek
What
going
is selling though?
today?
He going.
I mean, I'm talking about like
Like first
compare-
week sales and all that.
Yeah, the best rappers in the game. They usually shit. Uzi did like 250 his first week.
but that's
He ain't doing 250.
he not doing 250.
I mean,
gonna
after the
wanna wait.
Meek gonna do between 100 and 115,
He doing
120.
108. He doing 108.
Hey,
Slap.
listen,
Cincinnati Street.
But that's a successful project these days.
no, we was arguing in the group chat about this shit, right?
Because at first I said he gonna probably do between 80 and 120. They was
And
like,
look, listen,
they was like, what?
Not
I said,
80. He gonna do at
like,
least 100K.
I'm like,
I
but
ain't
then I thought about it, and I'm like, all right. between 1 and like 140,
I ain't
120.
gonna hold
Something like
you.
He's
that.
gonna do 80 and 180.
After the consensus I saw on my timeline, I don't know about y'all timelines, but a lot of people ain't like the album. So now I'm feeling like I was really arguing for like 150 between 150 and 180 and shit. But
I knew it was gonna be
My
that.
timeline was different.
But it's definitely
80 to 120.
I'm definitely giving him like 80 to
That's
115
and
now.
it's crazy
like,
when he asked. That was the first thing I said. I said 80. I said, and that was my instinct just talking. Like I said between 80 and 120. And then I really thought about it. I looked at the numbers of the last project, and I'm like, all right, maybe 120 to 140, maybe.
I'm
Like,
going down.
And
I'm going back down.
It's still doing numbers.
that's Drake though. He gonna
It's
do
Drake
numbers.
though, and then you gotta think about
He could put out dog shit,
We can go
and
turn
that
on the
shit
radio
just-
right now. I bet a damn Drake song is on. Like that's just
Unfortunately.
algorithm.
I don't listen to the radio at all. Right? I had the radio on for the first time today in like the longest time.
You heard Way Too Sexy 30 times.
No,
didn't
not even that. I just heard like 4 or 5 different Drake songs. I'm like, the fuck?
Don't stop, dog.
Like-
Yo, everywhere I go, that shit is on.
I hated that fucking
club
song.
they
First
playing
time I
that
gotta hear
shit.
that shit.
His
Like,
catalog is retarded.
I mean, it is, but I don't want to hear that song.
In a good way or a bad way?
Huh?
In a good way or a bad
In a
way?
great way. Like, yo, if you are artists and you can go to a city and have a Drake night,
I don't like that shit, by the way.
yo,
I think that's real disrespectful.
if you ever been to Drake
We
night, that
supposed to
shit
have
don't
Meek
really
night?
be Drake night. That's the crazy part.
He's
Like,
supposed to have Meek night.
I just feel like this nigga got a night in your city, man.
He got it everywhere.
But that's a problem for me. That bothers me for real. Like,
So you would
Like,
I think
just-
it's Philly
so what if it
specific
was-
that's bothering him.
what if it was
could do,
Hove night?
Drake could
Say
do a
again?
6-hour
What if it was
party.
Hove night?
what if it was Hove night?
Yeah, what if it was Hove night?
Bro, like, it just don't. It just don't sit right with me, bro.
Basically, you want Meek night.
This nigga not even from the country, bro.
Definitely not from the country.
You gonna walk a
He
flock at
halfway
night.
from
Bro,
Tennessee.
that shit just don't
Night.
Drake night. I think it's really just like the whole because I didn't know it was in every city. By the way, I didn't know that. That's my first
I
time
didn't
finding
either.
out.
Not every
it was
single
I thought,
city, but
I thought it was
I thought
strictly a Philly thing.
Right.
I'm like, yo, he still dissing this nigga
places.
Meek after all these years.
Right.
Like,
I don't
damn,
even know if
like,
he had anything to do with that. I just think a DJ say I'm gonna just play all Drake tonight.
Drake, it ain't like Drake be pulling up.
They had a Nicki
I
night
know.
too. Recently
They just started doing
I'm
Nicki
good.
night, yeah.
No, I'm good.
shit,
But
just just call it YMCMB night then. Shit,
don't-
just call it that.
I heard
Because
that.
like,
That
all,
don't exist no more. Do it.
I'm about to say they kind of.
I don't know, bro.
I don't. Drake
don't
is
know.
probably the only one. I think the only reason why Drake and Nicki got those nights is because they like probably the only artists like in the consensus that everybody like they got enough hits to like run the whole night.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? Like,
And ain't nobody gonna fuck nobody up to a Drake song. So like, ain't nobody fighting the Drake. You know what I mean?
getting faded to a Drake.
You can't catch a fade to a Drake song. It's over for you.
Best I ever had.
Blood,
Stunning somebody to that joint.
Imagine getting socked to Marvin's room. That'd be wild. Like,
Stealing off on somebody else. CT's interlude.
That's what I'm saying.
Got the Marvin's room.
Snap it on brand new, like just drawn.
It's only a certain. It's only probably
get stomped
like,
out the fancy and shit. Like,
It's probably like 7
Tag
artists
something
total
to
that
CC's
can have a night.
interlude. That's
Like
a
rappers.
The Dream.
Right.
yeah.
I understand what y'all saying. I understand what you're saying. I never understood the whole concept
Nicki
of
is a
Drake
stretch.
night in Philadelphia.
Nicki is
like.
a stretch.
Nicki's a stretch.
But Nicki got like her female base is so strong. That's
I'm
what's-
gonna
that's
be
what's gonna
honest.
carry
Nicki ain't
We
been-
not
Could
gonna
she
fuck-
run it for 4 hours? You could run a Nicki 4-hour show.
Bitch is gonna twerk to anything for 4 hours. So like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Nicki ain't been hot to me since Pink
To
Friday.
the brat.
Pink Friday.
Nicki ain't been hot to me since Pink Friday.
She
like.
ain't been hot since.
And then when I say it, and they be mad at me when
Yeah,
I
since
say it.
the first Monster, right? Because Pink Friday came out before
That
that,
was
or
10
a
years
little
ago.
after. They came out around the same time.
Sad.
You gotta remember though when Nicki dropped that monster, verse, like you gotta understand the magnitude of that monster.
Yeah,
verse.
she and when
She was like,
she
look
was
who
coming at
she
Lil
was
Kim.
on the song with.
She had to show up.
ran
She had
him
to.
out of there.
Yeah.
She was on the song
Yeah, the
with
best verse.
She did.
4 legends at 3 legends at that point.
Put up
like,
on that monster automobile
and
gangster.
she ran them right. First of all, she ran Hove off the track. She ran
And whole
off
verse
there.
hot, by the way.
I'm about to say all they verse. I think the only person that had like an iffy verse was Ross.
But, like,
Going Spanish on
It was like his verse was
Ross,
like
Ross was
a.
the first verse. Was
It was the very first verse, but it was like a how many bars? It was like 8 bars. Like it wasn't even.
Yeah, it
That's
wasn't
what I'm
really
saying.
a
That
verse.
Oh,
was-
no, he ain't go Spanish on there. That
No.
was Rose Red. He went Spanish on.
Rose Blanco, Rose Red.
That nigga said-
Yeah, on the
Rose
Blanco,
Rojo.
on the Nero. He started drawing.
Start drawing.
He said, this is a
Heavy
free
speech
verse.
to
This
lead.
nigga better take this, Kev.
Oh man,
Yeah, ran Ye and Hove off of that joint. So it's like that. I think that's why we always hold Nicki at like a higher level. But like Nicki always have like she got a bunch of radio hits, so she can run a night. Like you know what I'm saying. Like
with Nicki Minaj.
we ain't gonna like it, but some like she got enough of a fan base to where she can have a whole night.
speaking of fan bases, like. How y'all feel about the way the city been treating Ben? Because I don't give
he's
a
about to get on
because I don't give a
How
fuck
do
about
we
that nigga
feel?
no more. Fuck that nigga, bro.
All right, so listen.
Damn.
Listen. I think you guys need to really, like, y'all really going.
I understand both sides, man.
All right, listen to this.
All right, OG,
Something
triple OG.
Is No, don't do that. But, something has to be, and this is where I try to think of the pros. Something has to really be wrong, or he's really that scared, right? Because fear is really serious, guys.
Oh, God.
You think about it.
Softened up your voice for that.
It's very serious.
Hey, listen, y'all.
He declined
Music in the empty mansion. Go get it.
$8.25 million advance today
He lost money today. Yeah, they
because you scared to come. Nigga, I still won't shoot and come to practice. You don't think he's scared to come?
No, bro. But listen though,
That's what I'm saying.
here's
He's
my thing though. Is because his situation is very interesting to me. Like
He would never shoot a free throw
because you think about the narrative he
Did it
painting
to
though.
himself.
He painting his narrative as if the city always been against him. He painting his narrative as if like the team ain't try their best to fit around his needs.
painting that narrative.
No, he is.
No, he is.
No, he is.
He is.
Bro, he's
When y'all heard him say any of this?
listen. You right.
You don't gotta say it.
I understand that, but that don't mean he's saying that. This is the thing.
But what is he saying? So what is he
fuck what he's
saying?
saying, right? Fuck what he's saying. What the actions telling you? Fuck what he's saying.
No, the actions is I really don't want to be here, right? Right. So I'm going to do whatever I could do to drag this thing to make it work and get out of here.
That's not gonna make it better for him though. But let me tell you this though. Let's put me and you on the team, right? And you going through some shit. But we supposed to be good or whatever, but you going through some
Exactly.
shit. Your situation, my situation. But they keep asking me questions about you. How the fuck that make both of us look? I'm not in the business of answering for another nigga. Like I'm
tiring.
That's why Embiid got with him yesterday. He said, "Look, I think it's borderline disrespectful to the people that's actually here. Like we brought in Seth, we brought in Danny, we brought in all these shooters throughout the years to help you, nigga. And what's up? You like, bro? I mean, my whole thing is just keep it trill, bro. Like don't you took the money. Listen, get your coin, my brother.
Right.
But you signed the deal. Oh, I love Philly. Yeah, I love Philly. But stop acting like Doc really threw you under the bus. Stop acting like you the nigga or you not the nigga that put up 4 shots.
What is he scared of?
Not four shots.
He has no legitimate reason not to be here. None.
But what is he scared of?
He's scared to come back here because he know like different. Philly is different.
Nobody gonna touch him.
Well, listen. All right, look. All right, so let me put you in this perspective, right?
Yo.
Season come. Not preseason. Let's get to the first game of the season. First quarter, he go to the lane, miss. He go to that foul line.
But he putting his energy
Bro,
out here
we
though.
show him love at the games, bro. I don't know how many games you
Bro,
go to.
I was at the playoff game, bro. No, fuck all
Everybody
that.
shows
I
Ben
was
Simmons
there,
love
bro.
at the game. Nobody be born Ben Simmons.
Bro.
No, at the end, it wasn't love. It's really like, please, can you hurry up and make this? So let's build him up.
No.
With his bitch ass.
Bro,
That's really
bro,
what
no,
it
no,
was.
no. Listen, I was at Game 5, bro. I was at Game 5. That city was showing him so much love, bro. They was like, "Come on, bro, you got it, bro. You got, bro."
John on the John and all that.
They got so much faith in this nigga. You know what? Here's my problem with him.
He not built for the
In
city.
the off season, he's shooting the off season. He shoot. You went to the games. You see him. He be shooting threes all day.
But that's the more disrespectful thing about it. You doing all this shit
Why
in the
can't y'all
off season.
believe it's a mental thing?
No, I do believe that.
We do.
I do believe that. No, I believe it. I believe that it is mental when it comes to his
So
game.
why sign a 5-year deal?
No, I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I don't think
He
he's doing
got
it
the
on
money
purpose.
anywhere. He ain't had to sign.
He wasn't getting that money anywhere.
He wasn't getting that money anywhere else. He got that money because he was drafted here, and he got the rookie max.
Yeah, because he was here, right?
Like so, my problem is this though. You came into the city shows you nothing but love, right? All right, cool. You stopped shooting jump shots. All right, we got over that after a while.
When he start?
He was shooting jump shots in the summer league.
Summer league. He was in the summer league.
He was shooting like crazy in the summer league.
It don't, but it's weird. That's why it's
No,
so
but
weird.
I'm just saying, like he came in the NBA shooting.
But that's why it's weird though.
I'm gonna get to all that though. I'm gonna get to all that. So
He wasn't shooting in college.
yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Dropped a 50 ball.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
So look, you come into the league. All right, cool. People shitting on you because you ain't shooting the ball. All right, as a city, we got over that. I feel like after a certain point, all we wanted for you to be aggressive. That's what we wanted because we saw you drop 40 on nothing but layups and dunks. Right. So now I'm gonna bring up Giannis, right? Both of those guys, in my humble opinion, are similar players in terms of build and like Giannis, what 7 feet 6'11", and athleticism and all that. I think Ben Simmons got potential to be a better player, but the problem is because Simmons is more refined as a passer, more refined as a basketball IQ, athletic, like he's more refined, more so than Giannis. Giannis is just pure athleticism.
He's more of a
But you
freak.
know what the difference is between him and Giannis? Giannis ain't got no fear. He don't give a fuck who laughing. He don't care, bro. When he was shooting on free throws, they was counting 1, 2 because he always used to wait because the
He
refs
ain't
was
give no
the refs
fucks
supposed to blow the whistle after a certain amount of time at the free throw line. He did not give he didn't give a fuck. He was just taking his time, shooting them John. Just kept shooting, not running away from contact. This nigga Ben Simmons passed on a wide open dunk, and the only person in front of you was Trae Young, bro. Like it's just like
shorter than me.
I do acknowledge the fact that it's mental.
on my height.
This shit is definitely mental. But at a certain points, like, bro, fuck the game. Where's your accountability at? You acting like the city did this to you. Like you act like you didn't let your team down.
But this is what happens with
No accountability, zero.
And B came back on a torn meniscus and dropped 30.
It's all
Stop
business.
playing.
It's not personal. It's business. I gotta say
It's personal for him.
No, it's personal for him.
Yeah, I take everything and say everything so I can give me a legitimate reason to get out of here. Because everybody not from Philly, so certain people gonna believe that shit. Like, damn, why they do that to Ben? People in L.A. like, why you doing to Ben? You bought that house in L.A. Huh? All right, you're not accountable ever. You go far and you be like, damn, I fucked up. But ain't no going back, so I gotta just keep going. Because it was a story out that they found him a team to go to, and he said, I'm not going there. But he was like, but
I
Rich
go
Paul
anywhere.
just said, you said you was going anywhere.
I know Rich Paul.
They said him and his team, they beefing because they trying to get this nigga what he want. And it's like, nigga, what the fuck?
Well, he was almost traded to Houston last year.
See,
Yeah, and you know what he did? He dropped 40 on what's Rudy Gobert. They lost, but he came in and dropped 40 on all twos and late. I'm like, yo, I never seen Ben move like this.
he was never gonna get
So
traded.
so he got that in him is my problem.
If we ain't had Maury, yeah.
Yeah, Maury fucked that up. We not getting nobody for Maury because niggas around the league say he be fucking niggas over doing crazy shit. So ain't nobody gonna get no deal.
The
Rockets, we had James
He
Harden.
offered
He
some
was a
dumb
Sixer.
shit.
He was a Sixer.
Bro,
Huh?
no, he was getting traded for
No,
Ben.
no,
he was definitely coming, but
he was
the owner of the
he
Rockets
was in the
wouldn't do
trade.
it.
Yeah, the only one do it because Maury just
And
left.
then
them.
the Nets came out of
And,
nowhere
like,
with that shit. They couldn't turn that
But
down.
you gotta think about it though. The owner, it's twofold. He bitter because
Houston
Maury
was
left.
ready though.
But then you think I'm gonna trade my star to you? Like it's twofold. You know what I'm saying? The fact that Harden already don't want to be there
they had
because
to
Harden was
somebody
sticking
for
it out because of Maury.
The Rockets didn't even get nothing for real for the Harden trade.
Yeah, they really
but they
stink
was willing
now.
to give him away there.
They got a lot
than
of-
to give him to the Sixers.
All
He was
right.
the only two teams that could get him.
Yeah, Brooklyn did the best job they could, and they got him.
They ain't do no best
Look
job.
at
They
us.
fell in his lap because he would not trade him to the Sixers.
I mean, yeah.
Well, either trade him anywhere.
They would've. It's-
hell no. We gotta get him out of here, and there's only one team we'll trade him to because nobody else can get him with cap.
Shit, I bet you we would have went to the chip.
Oh, you without a doubt.
Right, though, yeah.
But
shit, well,
I'm
yeah.
glad you brought him up.
Yeah.
They got rid of Jimmy
Ben.
because Simmons wanted to keep the ball in his hands.
Also,
My
he
whole
don't even
thing is,
score.
they did every season they was doing shit to cater to him, to cater to him, and they picked up Al to get him a stretch four. They coddled that nigga, bro.
They
They picked Al up at the end of his career, too.
So what, bro?
They got
He was
him
the
out
Embiid
there to
stopper.
make space for
Allegedly.
this nigga.
Exactly. So my whole point has been, what are you talking about the team? Because the whole narrative came out of him saying that, oh yeah, he need a team built around him. Nigga, what you think he was doing this whole time?
But he don't
what
even
I'm
want to
saying. That's why he
score.
making up anything.
So what is the point? If you don't want to score, why did the team have to be built
It's
around
always
you?
gonna be 4-on-5.
Always.
It ain't about shooters. He could go to play with Steph and Clay and still gonna be the same thing because
But it's gonna be different for him. Though.
Draymond era. They not making that move.
Yo,
It's too clunky.
Embiid had 7 turnovers in the last game,
I don't
game
want
7
Draymond
against
in Philly.
Atlanta.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He had 7 turnovers. He had 7 turnovers because 2-3 niggas was triple teaming this nigga because he ain't had. Oh, Ben over there.
Right. Steph Curry was carrying his weight. Steph Curry
went to
was
work.
Fuck it.
Bro, Steph
He went
Curry,
to work in
Steph
the
Curry was
playoffs.
carrying Simmons, bro. Listen.
Shake won us a game when he scored 14th in like the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah. Shake came alive finally.
I mean, he's small though, bro.
He
He's
was
sticking
getting
niggas.
No.
But we
Steph,
still-
Steph was getting cooked.
Yo, but look.
Right.
He compete though.
But this is the funny
Yeah,
thing.
but like it was. But you damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's like damn, I keep Steph on the court,
Something
but
gotta go,
I gotta keep
'cause
Simmons. But like Simmons
something
keep
gotta
getting
go.
fouled with the Hackabin shit.
But
It's
if
like,
Ben would have just scored 7 points a game extra than what he did.
That's all we
bro,
asked for.
in the fourth
A
quarter,
couple
bro,
more attempts.
throughout the whole through those 7 games, out of all those 7 fourth quarters, he only shot the ball 4 times. How is that possible?
And you was
How is
See
that
his shot, how
possible?
he shoot, it'd be like
Like it was no confidence in his game. Like bro, he was laborious walking up to
All
the
right, so-
fucking. He was scared to walk to the free throw line.
So what's the curse, right? So you think of the curse. You got Carson Wentz. That shit was a crazy debacle, right?
This shit go back far,
You
bro.
got Markel Fultz Williams with Meek fall off a dirt bike, tear his shoulder up, and act like it was he.
Thank you for telling a real story, because I heard it. I heard of that.
I heard that too.
So he hid that, and he fucked his arm. He was shooting like he was shooting 3 times at once. Then you got Ben who don't want to be here. Then you got Aaron Nola that don't want to be here. Like we fuck.
Oh, you going to baseball? Okay.
Yeah.
You going deep for real? Okay.
We lucky we got Bryce. Shit.
But
Shit, we had.
But you know what?
Expensive
But you know what's so
saying.
fucked up though? Philly is such a beautiful city to play for as far as sports, bro. Because we the type of city that, I'm so locked in on this sports shit. Our city will hold you down if you give us your all, bro. Think about AI. AI never got us a chip not one time. He came close, but actually, not really. Like that shit was like 5.
He went.
But he dragged them niggas to the he dragged them niggas to the finals, right? But my point is, this city will always stick by you, always ride for you if they see you giving your all. Think about Joel Embiid, right? The city at one point said, "Yo, Embiid, like tighten the fuck up," and he said, "You know what? I like all that. I need that." You know what I'm saying? He welcomed that shit. Simmons, he run away from that shit. The light skinned Aussie from Australia, like bro, he's so concerned about his image, bro. He's so scared to make mistakes in the game, bro. He's so scared to he's scared of growing pains, bro. Let's keep it real. That nigga's scared of growing pains.
You can't ever be who you're supposed to be if you be like that.
Support you, but to support you said Philly will support you if you give it your all. That ain't always true. You kind of got to be good. Like you can't ass and give it your all. I'm
talking. Bro, I'm talking about our stars, bro.
We was fucking with McNabb until
I'm talking about our stars.
No, we ain't fucking with McNabb till. Yeah.
That's
no,
because he drawed on the whole situation.
The city turned on McNabb when he pushed T out of the city.
Because he fucked
that's when the city.
up.
Now listen,
bro. He was a franchise, bro.
When we drafted him, the city didn't want him. They wanted Ricky Williams.
Yeah, but the city also wanted what's his name, Earl Thomas.
Right.
And we got Brandon Graham, and he helped us win the Super Bowl.
Right. So my whole thing is like, at the end of the day, if people really see you that you leaving it all on the line, you going like, bro. At one point, the city was fucking with McNabb.
Yeah, you fucking with T.J. McConnell.
Bro, the city was fucking with T.J. McConnell, bro. Like, I fuck with white boy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We fuck with Iggy. Iggy was.
We didn't fuck with Iggy.
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't fuck with Iggy because I felt like Iggy was too athletic to be doing the little shit he be doing. I'm like, Iggy, like you can do way more.
We went wrong. We went wrong with putting him as the number one guy.
Exactly. That was the problem.
He's like a number 3
contract. And it's like, you gotta do more because he was hyped with it. He was a flight brother. Was he a flight brother? What was that? Larry Hughes and AI.
Yeah, he was after that. Yeah,
no, but they was something when AI used to.
Oh, AI and they did their thing.
They was like the second flight brothers or some shit.
Yeah, he did their thing.
Man, all I know is that nigga Ben Simmons, man. He playing himself, bro.
It's over for him.
That's my whole thing is like, don't act like I'm not. There's no semblance of accountability on his part. There's none. There's none. You fuck up and now you want out of the city. Come on, bro. You mad because the coach said, "Oh, I don't know if he." Come on, bro.
Because he don't.
Bro, nigga,
you shouldn't have said it, but he don't.
Y'all fresh off the loss. They asked him, my man, emotional. You know what I'm saying? But
go to another team and start shooting that shit, turning to Devin Booker.
and I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like I wouldn't even put it past him. I wouldn't even put it past him. And B called him out. And B was like, "Look, I mean, we all see the footage in the offseason. Like that's what we need."
We got all right with that off season footage though. We gotta remember that he be in a Lifetime gym playing with a bunch of niggas that's probably like us and shit.
Nah, bro, they be playing league stars and
yeah, bro. They all be in the pickups.
Be no crowd. That's what it be fucking with him.
I mean, yeah, he ain't do nothing in the bubble. Well, he got injured in the bubble.
He got hurt in the bubble. Yeah.
I couldn't even say that. He got injured like right.
You are a pro athlete, man. All the excuses we making right now is like stuff that
every
pro athlete go. No, it's not an excuse, but like this is stuff all pro athletes go through. So if you getting paid however much, I don't know his contract situation, but you getting paid this much amount of money to do
$34 million a year.
Yeah, to play basketball.
This year.
Like you're playing basketball, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Like you gotta have some type of urgency. Like that's our problem with Ben Simmons. It's like
it's no urgency.
Like we sat like literally like you brought up that like we look at that. I look at that play all the time now. Like it's like dog, you was at the basket and you had a motherfucker that's 5'9" with some
I was
on.
at Game 5. I was there in the Wells Fargo, bro. I'm watching that shit with the fog lights, bro. That shit was fucking beautiful. And I'm like, yo, this playoff basketball the city is fucking in it. We here. And I'm like, I'm watching him like a fucking hawk, bro. And I'm just watching him, no pun intended. Like I'm watching him and I'm like, yo, do you want to be here?
Do you even want to play ball?
Do you want to play ball?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
do you even want to play ball, bro? Just think about how he move.
It's hard to say.
He's
shot our load,
bro,
man.
bro.
We
He's
would've
he's so
won that shit with
he's so concerned.
Toronto. That Toronto series.
That Toronto series, fuck us over.
No, that was our
could've
that
beat
was our
Milwaukee,
that was
for
our
sure.
we would have beat the Warriors that year because they was injured, bro.
Yep.
And I would have took that chip. I don't give a fuck. I'll take that. I'll take that.
City.
Had they got because I think Toronto won that year, didn't they?
Yep.
Exactly.
So we would have
Only with Kawhi, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was Kawhi Magic year. Kawhi was just on another level that year, bro.
Check the stats of how much Ben scored. If he would have scored 2 more points in any of those
Every
games,
game.
No, exactly. If he would just been aggressive, bro.
We just want you to look
aggressive.
like it. Like he don't even look like he wanted. You know what I'm saying?
don't
He's
even
making-
shoot. Just be aggressive and
We
make your free
we
throws.
over that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of us are over him not shooting.
We were.
Go to the rack.
Yeah.
Not over him not shooting.
No, I was. I
we
got
don't.
over it.
I
I was
think-
over it. I got over it. It's like, oh, you know what? This is who you're gonna be. Now at this point, if this is who you're gonna be, all right, I need 20 plus on all layups. That's all I need. 20. Give me 20, 10, and 8.
I don't even need 20 from you. Like, dog, just be aggressive, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be the thing. Like, you could drop
Be a
15.
threat on
You
offense.
could drop 15, bro, because you already got it.
We don't need him through the regular season. We just need him in the playoffs. We don't even need him to the first round.
But no, in the playoffs, I mean that game Embiid ain't play against the Wizards. I think Simmons did his thing.
It's the Wizards, bro.
I'm just saying, but he ain't
Bro,
have
it
his
got to a
start.
point where they said, Maxie, we need you. Like, Maxie.
niggas wasn't even sticking him. Niggas going down
Bro,
there helping in the
bro,
back.
they wasn't even guard. They wasn't even guarding them, bro.
With a broom helping sweep the shit out. Somebody spilled the beer and then get back on offense.
They wasn't even guarding them, dog. Like,
4 and 5 the
like-
whole
This
time.
is embarrassing.
We can't even have a bench because we got to spend all this money on our front 5. So at least one of them will always stay in the game at one time, and that's why our bench is ass, man.
Yeah.
Because of him.
Jimmy year was our best window.
bro, Jimmy had us looking different. He had us looking different. And B loved Jimmy. And then Simmons got an ego about everything. But my thing is, bro, you not doing what he trying to do. You don't want the smoke he want.
You're not
So why?
a dog,
So
man.
you
You're
like
not
so
a
why
dog,
you
exactly.
tripping?
And I don't understand why he care about having the ball in his hand so much. You're not going to score it.
That's the question because you seen Embiid and Jimmy. It was
They just playing to win.
so what are you trying to do?
You know what
It's
it
not the
is.
same.
You know what it is.
It's money.
Think about Simmons' upbringing, right? This nigga had a documentary when he was in high school, bro. Think about it. Like, think about his upbringing. He came up well off in Australia. Came over to didn't even want to go to college for real, but they made him. But think about Embiid upbringing, coming up from Africa and Cameroon. Think about Giannis upbringing. You know, being
So it was from the muscle.
a Nigerian immigrant, going over to Greece, and that think about the upbringing. I'm telling you, your upbringing, your lifestyle, what you made of, that shit come to fruition on the court, bro.
But what
It-
do he
it-
do
it-
well,
it come-
though?
it come into play.
What does he do well? He get the ball, he bring the ball up and play hot potato. He doesn't create an offense. He doesn't make nobody better by just basically coming this way, get somebody to set a pick, get somebody open. He's only good in the fast break.
Exactly.
And going downhill.
But if you notice in the fast break, notice how they collapse on him in the fast break. So clearly you're a threat. Take advantage of that, bro. Draw people in like you always do. Kick it out if that's what you got to do. But go up, bro. You too big. You too strong. I'm not trying. Bro, you 6'10". You 6'10", bro.
6'10"
I'm
point
just
guard.
envious.
Everybody gets posted up.
I'll be on, man.
A 6'10" point guard, bro. Bro, like what do you?
I have
Like,
a 300. I'll be the first.
telling you,
Anybody that know me that
$300
you
Too
could
concerned
pass
about
if I was
his image,
6'10", bro, I'd be in
Is
the
you can
league.
see that shit.
Fuck
You
that.
too concerned about his image.
your
There's no
image is a
point.
But he
6'10"
don't even
point guard.
talk.
Like,
He don't even talk like that. Like he don't even talk like he arrogant. He don't even talk like
No,
he
it's talk
Talk
cocky.
nonchalant.
No. That's
Huh?
that's what it is. That's he do. You got to no.
You never know what he thinking.
No, you could see, bro. You can see it.
Really?
You can see, yeah, bro. He talk, bro. Bro, listen to his press
He on
conference,
his,
bro.
he on his Drake shit.
Bro, he talk, yeah, he be on his, he be on his,
Skull,
he be on his
man.
light, he be on his
Light-skinned
light
niggas,
skin
man.
nonchalant, like bro. But they asked him, they say, yo, what was going through your mind, like do certain like so on and so forth. He was like, look, like yeah, but I did it, but what about when I did this? What about I did, bro? We know what you can. What we talking about? What you not doing, nigga? We get all that. Yeah, bro.
Man, they need to do the blanket party where they turn the lights off, throw a blanket on his ass, and just start going off on it.
Bro, what's the?
'Cause he had a black eye,
what's-
yo.
What's
Y'all
the
niggas ain't see it.
What's the
Like-
video
like
when
against the Hawks,
when
like
the Crips was
something was up with his eye, like-
fighting in the party? It was like fight back, bro. They need to do that to that nigga, bro. Like, cause
You jump him in.
He need a spanking.
The toughest thing he ever did was have Towns in a little headlock joint. That was unintentional.
And we was riding for him then.
And that was so passive aggressive. He was like
Yeah,
choking
he-
him but looking the other way.
Yeah,
like,
he ain't even want to be there.
He was a bitch.
He was giving him that, this hurts you more than, this hurt me more than it hurts you
This
type
nigga
joint.
give him a nookie.
Jimmy heard this, but when Jimmy left, he was the enforcer.
Yeah.
He was rocking.
feel like Jimmy was
we
punching
got
on
Mike
him.
Scott now, but Mike Scott is high as a kite, man. He don't
Right.
get no tips.
Bro, I don't know why Mike Scott even got a job still, bro.
That's my man.
That's my guy. I like Mike Scott.
All right, I ain't gonna hold you. I definitely was rocking with Mike Scott for a little minute, though. Like
When he was getting in the game, every game, he was doing what
I was
he was supposed to do.
fucking with the when he had the headband, like the little fucking the little
Man.
tie joint. That's the only time I was really fucking
He
with
came a
Mike
long way from being a bull with the emoji tat. That's all we used to call him back.
All right, let
with
me
that.
ask y'all this question real quick. Can y'all honestly say to yourselves, think about Simmons from beginning to now?
No.
Yes or no? Is he the same player?
Yes.
No, he got better.
He's the same player.
He got better.
He got better.
Where?
He got better.
Oh, okay. That's even more to my point. But like, what I'm trying to say is, there's no growth in his game. He has stayed the same exact player, if not worse. His numbers, his points went down. His shot attempts went down. Assists went down.
He could always play
He
defense.
became a better defender.
He could always play though.
But like, my thing is,
His
Simmons
say-
like.
Is that?
He going off a pure gift at this point.
No,
I feel like
I ain't
that's
gonna lie. He gave Trey Young problems
Pure
like
gift.
games 3.
That's
games
his,
like
I feel like that's his size though. Pause.
after like game like
Yeah.
3 or game 2, I think he was giving Trey some
He's
problems.
6'10".
He's 6'10". I think.
He's 6'10" and he fast. I'm saying, yeah.
That's a good point.
He's
That's a good point.
he's just as fast as Trey Young, if not faster. So if he's 6'10", Trey Young is 6 feet, and he's faster than him. Of course he's gonna
Trey
be with
Young
him.
5'10".
I don't give a fuck what kind of handles Trey Young got.
But
He got off a couple games, but I'm
Trey-
saying
Trey
is,
always get caught
Trey-
on short people like Dinwiddie get us. Anybody, Colin Sexton get us.
Karis LeVert get us.
Anybody that's
wouldn't
short,
wanna stick
fucking
Colin
Dinwiddie
Sexton.
go off. He go score.
Dinwiddie
40
be
on the
cooking us every
6th.
time. Like, I don't know
wish we would've got
why.
him.
Like,
D'Lo was killing us that one playoff series.
D'Lo was snapping.
D'Lo was snapping
he
that
was
series.
Going, he was going.
But-
That was more heart than anything. He was fucking.
he was trying to prove something though.
He was telling him he was a bitch at all.
That was the best playoff series Ben Simmons ever had, and you had to like drag it out of him.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, what's your motivation, Simmons?
Well, there was no Embiid though.
The biggest question is, what's your motivation, right?
They did what I
What moves you? What motivates you? Like, do you want to? Like, he claimed that, we're trying to win the championship. Oh, I love the city. You claim all that shit, right?
don't care.
But we don't on the court. It's not materializing. It's just not.
Who-
My whole thing is like, I'm looking for this nigga at one point to be like, all right, I'm taking over. Like at some point, as the leader, as the first overall pick, it's a point in time where you gotta be like, hey, yo, clear this shit out. I'm going.
I never seen this
Bro,
shit
He
before.
he don't got that.
Who was crying?
Dog.
Who was crying after the Toronto loss?
Embiid.
I'm not trying to be funny enough. I'm sorry. Every great player, you seen him cry at least one time.
Right. Simmons was like,
Who didn't cry when they lost in a game like that
bro,
as a
Like,
player?
do I gotta
when,
get back on this
when that,
jet?
bro, when that
Exactly.
shot went in, Simmons did this. He was
Simmons like, shit. All right, see y'all niggas next year.
he's like, all right, I'll be in LA if y'all need me. Like,
And the season starting like 2
He
weeks.
is. You don't care.
I say that.
bro,
that
he
definitely
cool with
like
that.
2 weeks.
He cool with that rookie of the year.
He paid.
Oh yeah, he got like $6 million for that. Like,
He got
Nike.
he got a bonus. He got rookie.
Yeah,
of the
he
year.
always,
he
always
like,
gonna
first
get
team
women.
all-defense
He
and all that
good.
shit,
He
like,
just feel like he good.
He'll ball out so he can make the all.
I mean, yeah. Donovan Mitchell should have got him, but we Sixers
I'm not arguing
fans.
that.
So
We
No,
taking
no,
fuck that.
You right.
Donovan Mitchell shouldn't have got.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of wish he didn't get that joint because I feel like it blew his head. Like it blew him up more. Like that's NBA. That's the NBA. He ain't stepping on the court. That's the NBA rules though. That's the NBA rule. That's the NBA rule though. Like, no, I'm with
He
you.
got drafted
No,
the year before, but
I'm
he
with
ain't
you.
step on the court
You
not
got
one
you
time.
got to go by yeah.
The NFL do it like if the year you get drafted, that's your rookie year. Don't give. That's how NFL do it, but that's how it should be. But my thing
You don't
is,
got no
But
professional
the year
experience.
before that,
what you
he
mean summer
definitely-
league? That's professional
The
experience.
year before that, he
If
definitely
you don't got
would've got
no
it 'cause there's
professional
nobody there.
experience on primetime TV and all that shit, I'm gonna just say you're still a rookie.
All right, let me
So
ask you this though: what y'all think gonna happen? Because we know he not coming back to the city. It's
Yo,
over for that.
We praying for Washington to stink, or we praying for Portland to stink, and we gonna get him at the trade deadline.
I don't want John Wall at all.
John Wall.
I don't want John Wall at
Nobody
all.
wants
bro.
Everybody hate John Wall.
No,
Like,
I don't hate John Wall.
Like he a scum.
I'm a John Wall fan, but I don't want John Wall. John Wall. All right, bro. I'm gonna keep it.
For
all
one
the way
year?
real. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Like John Wall, he washed, bro. He's not.
How do you know?
Bro, he not this, bro.
How do we know?
He not.
That little ass
He never.
sample
We
size.
need a shooter and somebody that could demand the offense. He can't demand the offense either.
What we gonna get?
Listen, We're gonna get
We're not
Dame.
getting
We're
Bill.
gonna get Bill.
We're not getting Dame.
Why?
We're not getting Dame.
Watch.
Only way we get Dame is if 5 and 20 like.
Dame and Embiid not gonna work.
Who?
I feel like Embiid. I feel like Embiid
Lillard
can
is
fall
ball
back,
dominant
but
because he have to be.
I feel like
Yeah,
Embiid
Embiid.
is-
But he always been ball down.
Who? Embiid?
Even in college, he was ball dominant. So that's somebody gonna lose touches. Who's gonna lose their touches?
Who cares
Nah.
if you winning?
I don't feel like
I think Damon and Embiid can coexist perfectly. I think that shit can work
Embiid
perfectly.
can play with anybody.
Bro.
It becomes all about matchups at that point.
You think Dame and Embiid can run and pick and roll, pick and pop?
hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That could leave it.
Hell yeah. And Tobias gonna go off with.
That's gonna work.
Tobias gonna go off.
They was trying to get Harden. So my thing is like, how is not gonna work?
First of all, Embiid better than every.
I said they was trying to get Harden. So how the Dame situation not gonna work? How? All right, they was ready to. No. I'm not saying I'm not comparing their skill set.
Yeah, he's a better playmaker.
No, what I'm saying is, as far as Harden, they
I
both
take-
ball dominant. Is what I'm saying.
We all right. Hold
taking
up.
Dame.
Hold up. Time out. We can't. When did we ever see Dame play with like an actual system around him for real? Like Dame always had
He
to
been
drop-
the system.
That's what
He
I'm
is the
saying.
system.
When did Dame have to drop? Dame always had to drop 40 points.
Not always, because it's games Damian been there. And CJ had to pick it up.
But
In the playoffs, there's
but-
plenty of times Damian have it. And then CJ come in and give you a quick
But that's
30.
what I'm saying though. We never seen Dame.
Right. CJ be hurt. He be hurt all the time.
We never seen Dame have to be a playmaker. That's what I'm saying. Like actual, like we actually had to distribute the ball. He always had to have the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like who's he giving the ball to?
You know I want Dame?
Covington.
Because listen, no matter what's going on, I want Dame because no matter what's going on, no matter if it's 2 minutes left and we down by 6, I trust Dame. I trust Dame to take that shot. Like that's why I want. That's why I would love to have Dame, bro. Because like now the thing about giving the ball to your big man, where it's like a certain amount of time, it's like they collapse on him, and it's like
No, but you crazy. Embiid got soccer feet. That bull.
He hit them
but like-
damn free throws like no
this
other.
is his best year as far as yeah.
Yeah, he had a torn meniscus, and he had to do everything himself. Tobias was folded.
He
like
did.
2-3 games.
He played through injuries like we wanted him to.
Tobias played amazing in the Wizard series, and Tobias kind of Tobias kind of fell flat later on in that.
I'm
in
saying
that
for sure. And he better condition. Like,
Yeah.
who
Listen.
Tobias? Yeah, because he at number 3. He not. But
Harden
exactly.
never won a playoff series. He don't win unless you're talking about.
Wait, you said Harden never won a playoff series?
Yeah, what playoffs? What playoffs?
Huh?
He
What
won a
playoffs
playoff
he did
series.
when he was at Houston? What is with Houston?
he never went to a conference.
You
trip.
mean he never went to a conference finals?
He never been to a conference final.
I
He got
feel
to a
attacked.
second
I
round.
don't know y'all niggas, man. But no, but he gets small in every series. Every series.
No. To your point though.
T-Mac.
No, to your point though, right?
Whoa.
That series when
That's
CP3
fair.
went down.
That's fair.
No, listen. That series when
I ain't gonna
CP3 went down, bro.
disrespect T-Mac
Harden was
on
supposed to
my
close
watch.
that series out,
Huh?
bro. Harden was supposed to close that series out. When CP3 went down, Harden was supposed to close that series out, bro. They had him 3-2.
But he didn't.
He supposed, but
He was supposed to
but he
clear out
didn't,
the
right?
series
And you know what's so
with,
crazy? When CP3 went down, I said to myself, watch Harden fuck this shit up.
He's supposed to
I
do it
said
the year
it.
when they
Dame
got,
a dog, man. Give him that rock. He's shooting that shit.
Listen, when I saw what Dame did to Paul George and Russ, I said that nigga got it. He got it.
It's no rush. Listen, it's no rush to trade Ben because
Of course, why? There ain't no rush.
the East is really weak. So we'll get the
No,
fifth.
it's not. The East got better,
But we're not gonna be ninth.
but it's more competitive, bro.
But we're not gonna be ninth.
We definitely.
Oh
gonna
no
be top five.
We
no,
gonna be-
we're not gonna be ninth. No, we're not gonna be ninth. No,
4 to 6,
Shit, we still gonna be top 4.
or we could be 7. If we be 7 and by February
we
we
ain't
get
gonna be
Dame
no-
or Bill, we
Damn,
going
dog.
to the,
you know what? I
We're gonna be that
think
We
this
might not,
past
but-
this past playoff showed you that seeding do not matter.
Seeding never mattered in the
Seeding,
last couple
like,
years.
and this past playoff showed you that seeding does not matter at
Facts.
all.
So that's why
so
we
so I don't give a fuck if they're the AC. If you get in that joint, you got the easier. No, Andrew played a lot. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you want to wait till
I like
It,
I
no,
like
no,
Sixers
no. It
against
depends.
Brooklyn
It depends on who get that low. So
I like
with
Six-
Dame.
all right, you saw
I
how
like
the Lakers.
Sixers against Brooklyn.
I like Sixers against Milwaukee, so I ain't gonna hold you.
No,
Like,
no, 'cause-
Dame.
Yes.
No, yeah. No, they competitive.
Yes.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
Embiid gonna have 50.
They ain't got nobody to guard Embiid.
Kyrie gonna be. He's not gonna have his COVID shot.
Kyrie not gonna have his COVID.
Kyrie gonna be playing from Skype. Like,
Yo, you funny as
we
shit.
got a chance. Like, they not that. They
Hey, yo, no, man, he got a little jumpy, a little stop and pop. This is
I
second
like
year.
the Sixers against Milwaukee.
I like
and,
Mr.
and
against
Brooklyn.
Milwaukee.
I like his
With
Morgan
Dame,
too.
I like him in Brooklyn.
And
With
B
Dame,
cooks
yes.
and B cooks Giannis every time.
Every time they play, yeah.
Nobody says that.
Nobody talk about it though, but
Nobody talks about it.
he cook
Embiid
him every
cooks for
time.
Giannis every
Yo, you
time.
remember that game when they played him on Christmas and Embiid had to stick
Embiid-
him all game? He was at the 3-point line with this nigga. He was stuck to that nigga like a glue trap. Huh? Against Giannis. He shut
He
Giannis down.
fried
He cooking after Christmas.
Yeah, he fries Giannis bad. Like
Yo, he's gonna. LaMarcus Aldridge, come on, stop it. Blake Griffin, stop it. Who gonna stop Embiid down low?
They ain't got nobody stop him.
Who gonna stop Kyrie? Who gonna stop James?
Kyrie, I'm not worried about
Kyrie-
Kyrie.
nobody's worried about
I'm not
Kyrie,
worried
bro.
about Kyrie. Because Kyrie dribbled the ball
Yeah,
too
he-
much. and
I ain't gonna
it
lie,
takes him
I'm
too
not
much
worried
to get
about
to the
Kyrie.
basket.
Why Milwaukee won is because Giannis stepped on this thing ankle on purpose.
No, the only reason the only reason they won is because KD wears size 14 and not a size 12. That's because if KD foot behind that line, they win that series.
I mean, yeah, they would have won there.
They would've won- they would've won then.
without Kai if he-
KD would have won that series. But
Still would have lost to Milwaukee.
man, all I know is that nigga been a freak.
Brooklyn would have lost to. Brooklyn would have lost to Phoenix though.
You can't beat Atlanta, so I'm not worried about
Brooklyn wouldn't have lost to Phoenix, bro.
I don't know. I think Brooklyn probably would have swept. Brooklyn probably would have swept Phoenix. I ain't gonna.
No, I think if Brooklyn fully healthy, they would have fucked Phoenix up.
I think they would have beat. I think the team they had in the playoffs last year would have. Phoenix was a fucking. That was some Cinderella shit. Like I don't know how the fuck they had been.
They was
The
pretty.
Toronto shit was some Cinderella shit, but they had Kawhi. That was some Cinderella
No,
shit.
I kind of understood that. They like that team was actually a little art.
He already had a team. It's just that he had some.
It was no KD and it was no KD and it was no Clay.
Clay went out.
And it was like, bro, like Phoenix, like
That's their
I'm
best window.
still baffled by how the hell they made it to the damn.
I'm mad.
Shit.
Toronto got one before
Yes,
Philly.
Good. They played
I ain't gonna lie.
Devin Booker was balling.
CP3 elevated Phoenix to a whole nother level.
This is a coach
He
fault,
had
too,
he
though.
had them playing above their pay
They
grade.
shouldn't have had
bro.
him sticking out
Look
like that.
look who they beat
And
though.
he
They
missed
beat
2 games, right? Chris Paul missed 2 games for COVID or something.
yeah.
They ain't played the right defensive.
Bro,
they
they-
played the right D game.
They played. They beat
The wall.
Los Angeles. They beat the
draw.
Lakers. I think then they beat the Jazz the second round.
No, the
Yeah.
Jazz lost to the Clippers.
No,
Who the Suns beat?
They beat the Jokic. They beat
Yeah, they
Denver.
beat.
Suns
Yeah,
beat the Lakers. They beat
Yo,
Denver.
how Michael Porter get $200 million?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he a bucket.
I ain't gonna lie. His upside. His upside crazy.
Upside is like
His upside
Oh,
crazy,
so y'all
bro.
saying he got paid for upside?
Most of the time you do.
I ain't,
Most of the time you do.
I ain't see him
Yeah.
do shit.
ain't nobody getting
No, yeah.
paid for what they proved like that no more.
Man, they give
Ben
I'm about to
Simmons,
go- I'm about to
shit.
go to the league. Like what?
Carson Wentz. They
No,
got
I
that nigga
think
money
that
'cause,
if Michael and whatever his name is, my bad, youngin.
Purdue-
If he really play up to his full potential, like he not KD, but
Yo, if
he can be
anybody
that
play up
type
to
of
their
guy,
full
like
potential, they gonna be
because he's
nice.
tall and he. No, I'm saying like top 3 scorer in the league. Nice, like he's a bucket. Like he's
so?
a bucket.
Michael Porter.
so?
No,
He's
he a
fucking
bucket.
bro. He is a bucket, like pure scorer, like on some. He like a taller Devin Booker.
I ain't gonna lie. Once he get in his prime, the combination of Jamal Murray, Michael Porter,
They gonna trade him.
and Jokic,
They gonna trade
They
him.
gonna-
they probably
one
going
of them
they probably
gonna-
going to end up trading like Gary Harris or some shit.
He's
Or
going, bro. He's going.
value
bro.
they'll get back.
Gary Harris going?
Yeah, Gary Harris been going.
He played for Portland, don't he?
He played for another team.
No, hold on.
One of
He's
them
not on there,
niggas.
bro. They traded him with Aaron Gordon, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he went to.
Oh, they sent him to the
Orlando.
Magic.
Yeah. And they got Aaron
Oh yeah, I
Gordon.
forgot they had Aaron Gordon.
Shit, man. If Young ain't come back this year like he's supposed to,
Listen, I fuck with the boy Will
Denver.
Barton. Will Barton a bucket.
No, yeah.
Will Barton a
he
bucket.
definitely He a Philly nigga too, off the pond too, with
Bro.
the beard and everything. He be getting that shit in.
Bro, he really that nigga, bro.
Fucking Will. But you know, Simmons, man,
I pray for rain.
it is what it is at this point. Like I don't care no more. Like
You know why I'm mad for
care.
real? I bought that nigga jersey and I'm mad.
oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit.
I would never buy Ben Simmons jersey.
I put that pressure on him. That's my fault.
No Ben in my closet.
I put that pressure on him. You want to know when I bought it? I bought it when he dropped 40 in that Utah game.
Y'all rid of that joint yet?
Nah, I like
might
that
as well have
joint.
like a ceremony and just burn that joint.
Nah, fuck no. I spend money on that shit.
Burn it
All
outside.
right, we give you the bread back. Come on, man. We got to burn this joint.
Shit. I take Cash App, Venmo, all
Fuck
that.
it, we go. Shit, we got to burn that shit. Fuck that joint, bro.
He has the ultimate confidence that we all will want, but his confidence is really stupidity. Like, his arrogance is so high. Like, he really don't think he do nothing wrong, and I don't think the people in his corner really.
Exactly. He been coddled all his life.
That's why you
care
gotta
or
go.
He feel like he'll cut him off or something, because ain't no way. Like,
Philly's had enough.
you scared to tell him? Like, yeah, man, I like keep buying me cars.
Somebody got punched on him, man. That's all. Like,
Man,
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, he ain't been through no trauma. He ain't been through no real shit, bro. And bro.
His brother.
Who you talking about?
They hiding that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't,
Hide that
I mean, we know about it. You know what I'm saying? But
Bro, listen.
what happened?
we talk about El Camera. I don't
Bro,
bring
man, all I know is like
There's some other shit going on.
Embiid got a real motivation, bro. His brother died in a car accident, bro.
He from Africa, bro.
Like,
That's enough.
it's a real motivation. Like it's just like, bro, I don't give a fuck what the result is, bro. If I could tell you leaving that shit out there, bro, I could live with the results, bro.
The hardest thing in Australia is kangaroos. Like,
I could live with that shit. Like I could
Tasmanian devil.
fucking wombat and shit.
They get the tuck.
Oh man, let's get up this
Animal
let's get up this Ben Simmons shit, man. This is gonna make me mad, man.
You already made it.
Man, you know you right. I am mad already. Shit, let me drink some of this Henny. Get it worse.
Oh man.
Man, we've been potting for a minute.
I don't know what time it is.
He gonna get us.
Time check. It's like no. Oh
Fuck it,
man.
let's close out with something then. Like,
Talk about this gun violence real quick, man. Especially with these ladies, man. This shit is killing me.
I know y'all heard about the story, the shorty in Strawberry Mansion. What happened to her? She was in the car with her girls and
Just around the corner from my crib down there.
up the street for real. Like,
it's drawn. That's where I grew up. Bro. Man, all I can say is like
that
This
story
city
was
only getting worse.
heartbreaking to see though. Like,
Yeah.
I woke up and saw that shit. I'm like, and at first I'm thinking like, oh, maybe she was with like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause we hear the story. I'm thinking like, all right, she was probably sitting outside with like a nigga or something like that. The op slid on the nigga. And she just got hit by accident. But they said she was like, and rest in peace for that the young lady. But she was in a car with it was like a caravan, so like 3 different cars full of women getting hawked down by somebody with a assault rifle, bro. Like where in do y'all draw the line at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just was shooting at the damn Social Security office. Drawn.
I heard a fiend shot. I mean, a homeless dude shot a regular. I mean, he shot a dude in the head or some shit like that.
Yeah, bro.
And I ain't there. I ain't
The joint of Logan.
Man, how you get a gun? Nigga? You got him with
Jones
Dirty
out here.
Harry.
dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry.
Drawn, bro.
Yeah, but like seriously, man, I'm tired of hearing about women getting shot. Like I ain't
I
being
never hear about
I'm
anybody.
talking about
yeah,
people that shot
everybody,
period,
but
bro.
this it's kind of more normal to just hear. You know, I mean, we live in Philly, so we hear this shit every day.
Right.
But the volume of women just and kids getting shot on a daily basis, shit is weird to me.
Just think of the magnitude, like, outside of that, right? Just think of how many days in the year, right? It's 365 days in the year. Philadelphia has, I think our murder count is at, what, 410?
Yeah.
It's October. It's October. We still got 3 months to go. It's the beginning of October. We still got 3 full months to go, bro.
We have no hope.
Bro, like, it's just it's alarming to hear that shit. Like, bro, like, and we so desensitized to this shit now. It's just like, oh, well, all right, well, rest in peace. And we move on about our day and shit, bro. Like, we literally go on No Gun Zone or 911 Philly, whatever them pages is, and just see back-to-back posts of this person died, this person died. Then you go in the comments, I was like, 30 people knew this person, 60 people knew this person. It's like, dog, like, when do we start, like, do you even take action at this point? Like, how do you take action?
What do we do, bro?
What is causing the motherfucking shit? Like,
You keep that shit. You keep that shit on you. That's what you do.
I mean, us, we kind of, all of us, we a little different. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like doing no crazy shit. But the guys that are, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know nobody today that's doing that stuff. But at the same time, like, outside looking in, like, what do you even say at this point? Like, you know what I'm saying? We talked about that on our joint before, but I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, amongst each other, we can say a lot of stuff, but
the common excuse is, well, people are doing this to get back at that person for doing this. But where does that circle stop? You see what I'm saying? Like, when does that, like, how does that eternal loop end? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's always going to be, I'm getting back for so-and-so, but that person was getting back for so-and-so.
But the difference then was it was morals and codes, and you can't do this, you can't do that. Now it's like,
I ain't gonna lie. I remember growing up.
What's up?
I grew up in Raymond Rosen Projects, 23rd and Diamond, bro. And I remember it was a point in time where niggas used to be like, "Yo, y'all going to crib? It's better get hot out here." I remember hearing niggas be like, "Yo, going to crib?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that shit is gone no more. It's no honor amongst thieves no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no.
Was there ever though?
Like,
it was.
You used to have to go to certain OGs to see if y'all can get a sit down to see if you can go shoot on this block.
You
or if
can't
y'all can
just go
do
shoot
something.
people. Yeah.
You just couldn't do that.
Man.
Back then,
It wasn't. I'm about to say people not beefing over no money no more, bro. Like they just beefing. Like
Envy.
Instagram.
Nigga looked at you wrong.
it's
Instagram.
nothing more
You
volatile,
like for my girl pictures. I'm gonna kill you,
bro.
nigga.
Yeah,
it's
niggas
nothing more
killing
volatile
over-
than a man ego, bro. Like the ego can really. The ego is so powerful. The ego can make you do something money can't even get you to do. Like it's crazy how, like right. We be saying the females more emotional. Like
we just said that last week. We was like, yo, niggas is emotional now.
Niggas
bro.
just as emotional. Like
And
you know
it's
what I'm
dangerous
saying?
because niggas be emotional with guns, bro.
Right.
Like these be guns, bro. Like niggas is not fighting no more, bro. Like Tone just said, bro. You guys gotta keep it on you, bro. Everybody got it on them now. So it's like, dog, like. And you gotta mix, like, first of all, half these motherfuckers be off with something every time they doing this shit
too.
now. Like
Drugs and guns don't
like,
mix.
I'm saying you got emotions mixed with drugs, mixed with trigger happiness, and a lot of these people like they don't even realize that like you about to pull this trigger and you about to like make a life changing decision. You about to end somebody's life, and then you get booked. You're sitting down, bro. Like, and you not in your right mindset to even realize that until you're sitting down.
You know what my papa always told me, bro? He said, "Never beef with somebody that got less to lose than you."
Never.
Because niggas ain't got nothing to lose, bro. They'll do anything. They don't give a fuck.
It's sad.
They don't
bro.
give a
Like,
fuck, bro. So it's just like, so sometimes if you got it, you know, you got it, fam. Ain't about nothing, bro. Because like my thing is like, you know where it could go. You know where you could take it, but it's like, it's cool.
Go back.
I got a wife here. I got a wife at home. I got this. I got that. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a reason to live. Like, you know, it's so many of our people that's hopeless, bro. When you ain't got no hope, bro, the sky not as blue. Like the sun don't shine as bright. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different energy you move with when you ain't got no hope. It's different.
It go back to what Chad was saying earlier about the book he was telling us about, right? It go back to like people need to learn how to be calm or still like I don't remember be still in chaos for real. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but people don't realize like people feel like they see everybody getting active, so they gotta get active. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I feel like that mindset like, oh well, people getting shot all the time. Like I gotta have it on me. I gotta always have it on me. But I remember I was watching a Herb interview or something like that. He was like, yo, like when you like attract that energy, like when you have that mindset, that energy comes to you and shit. Like where you just move accordingly, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that happens to you. Like we just all gotta have like people just need to, like Chad said earlier, like just be calm in chaos. Or
Be humble.
If you even be calm in a situation with your homies, you can really look at your homie and be like, yo, I'm riding for a nut ass nigga. Like they all rowdy and you see him and then the stories be over. Sometimes just be quiet. You'll see everything. You'll be right there on the couch watching.
You'll see
then
everything.
Everybody leave. He be like, yeah, you see how I was riding on that nigga? You be like,
No, you wasn't.
That's where
that's
it
not what
changed,
you was
though, yeah.
doing.
That's where it changed though. Like they always said that men are logical, and like we said, like men are emotional now. So that logic went all the way out the window. So now that's where it's just all these people just killing each other for nothing. Like literally. Now
I'm about to downgrade.
yeah, like nobody even supposed to know that you got a gun on you.
For sure.
You know
I'm
what saying?
downgrading.
If
'cause-
I walk, you know what I'm saying? I walk around, nobody know.
Right.
You
For
don't
sure.
tuck.
For
But
sure.
you got these dudes, they want to show you they drawn, they got
Yeah.
the hanging out their pocket. All right.
Yeah.
You just
I'm
bringing
down.
more attention to
Yo, bro,
yourself.
look at this new shit I
You
caught.
just
Bro.
are drawing more attention
Yes.
to the point where you like now you want somebody to try you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want somebody to try me. 'Cause guess what? I'm about to downgrade. I like walking around with a 45 all the time, but them Jones only be coming with like 6 to 7 shots, and niggas be having 100. So I'm about
Motherfuckers
to
be having
to
switches on their guns now, bro. Like
I'm telling you now, I ain't dying for
40
nobody.
and put a stock on that joint and a ladder. I'm letting that shit go. For real.
gotta put a click on that, you know. Like,
Sure, I'm putting a laser on it and some LED lights.
He said,
You seeing all this shit? That was
nigga
me.
gonna put a stop sign on it, nigga.
real.
It ends here. Shit.
Cause that's the nutty part. I live right. I'm licensed. I'm chilling. I'm mind my business. But how you gonna go to war with a nigga with a 22 with a ladder with 100 shots in it?
You can't.
I'm like boom, boom. He like
these motherfuckers be having military grade, bro. I don't be knowing where the fuck, bro. I be seeing it like, cause you know the young boys are stupid, so they just posting shit anyway. I'm like, bro, where in the fuck are you getting these guns? Bro, this shit got a switch on it, a drum, a laser, a fucking flashlight, a fucking strobe light on the motherfucker, and it plays iTunes and shit. Like, you don't know what the fuck, like, bro, like,
They playing Call of Duty Zombies.
like, bro, this shit madness out here, bro.
Man, these
like,
young boys crash dummies, bro.
for sure, and like. It's like, bro, it's alarming to see. It's kind of like troublesome to see, because then you start hearing shit like, cause I love the city. You know what I'm saying? I love Philly.
I love my city too, like,
but you hear people, you start seeing.
Why though? Why do you love the city?
I guess I don't have a specific reason. I'm not gonna sit here and make you shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Why not?
I don't have a specific reason. You know what I'm saying?
I felt the same way, but like I went to Houston.
No, I've been yeah.
I went to Houston. I went to Atlanta, and it's like, yo.
But just because
No, you can love other cities.
just
I can
because you love your
acknowledge-
city don't mean you can't love other
Now,
places.
I can acknowledge those cities are on a better vibe than my city, but I just love. I think I love my city for the fact that like just. But outside of the sports, but this is where I'm from. Like this is what I know. Like I know the lingo. I know the like. It's just the energy, the vibe. But it's
Especially
you know
if
what
you
I'm
lived
saying?
in another city too. Like I lived in other cities, so it's like, all right, cool. Like, but this is always home. You know what I'm saying? They always feel like that's why I always like. You have a new sense of pride when you go out of Philly and be like, we be like,
and they fucking love us everywhere we
Bro,
go.
when I was in college, oh, you from Philly? I'm like, yeah. I went to school out near Pittsburgh. I went to Cal U at PA.
Oh yeah, I went to IUP.
Oh, okay. My brother graduated from there in May.
Congratulations.
shit, I went to school in Baltimore, so it's like, dog. and
Morgan State,
I
right?
went to Morgan State, so it's like,
Two.
and you see how much they love, like they love Philly niggas out there, bro. Like like Dub was saying, you go somewhere else outside of Philly, probably not like in Pennsylvania, but like you go outside the state and go to other cities. Oh, you from Philly?
Right.
Like, dog, like you have a sense of pride, but it's like when you start seeing people post shit like, oh, I can't raise my kids in the city, or I can't do this and that in the city no more. I gotta get out of here. It's like, dog, you feel like you start feeling like, damn, like why do I love this city? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it started making you feel a type of way, and it's just like, why can't people love the city because shit like this is going on?
Unfortunately, I don't want to start a family here. I don't.
Yeah. See, but
I mean,
that's
To
what
your
I'm
point, I really
That's
don't.
like starting a family because you gotta start with the birds and the bees, and before you get to the pregnancy, you gotta make the baby, and that's the fun part. So I can start to make motherfucking baby. I ain't
but-
raised no baby here, but yeah.
I feel like people in other places probably think the same way we thinking. Like,
About their city?
yeah. So it's like a toss.
Until they kind of feel it, they be like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about now.
Come to Philly, they don't see like they don't come here and then see somebody get shot.
That's 'cause they here for a
don't
week.
know. That's what I'm saying. When
You know
we
what
go
I'm
to
saying?
Houston,
to
oh
Rocky
shit, this shit is crazy. But they got niggas in Houston gunning niggas down.
You know,
too.
it's problems everywhere, bottom line.
Exactly.
But it's levels of violence, right? It's,
we up there. Like, don't get me wrong, we
You can make it
definitely.
here, you can make it
top.
anywhere.
That's how I feel. I feel like if I can make it in my city, drop me anywhere. I'm cool. Exactly. Man, all I can say is, man, as we close this drawing out, just
Yeah.
love on your tribe, love on your people, man. Try to move with intention. You know, try to move solid and sturdy out here, and you know, be mindful of the company you keep. Cause look, sometimes you could be a stand-up guy. Next thing you know, you run into one of your homies from down the way. You dap it up with him. Y'all chopping it up for 2 minutes. Next thing you know, somebody pull up, and you get hit, and he live. He the one doing this shit, but you just saw him because you was at the bus
Big
stop.
facts.
So it's like.
Get a car, y'all. Don't worry about the bus stop.
Exactly.
Stuff.
Exactly. Keep
Get
that shit.
that shit
Keep that shit
man.
pushing. Don't pull over for niggas. Keep that shit in drive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just. But you know, bottom line, y'all just spread love unconditionally, and everything will come back to you tenfold. Like
Definitely, man. Stay out the streets if you don't got to be there for whatever reason you out there. Stay strapped. Hey, you gotta stay strapped, man. Stay out the way.
Stay protected.
That's
Stay
sad to
protected,
say,
man.
It's
I mean, it
sad
is
to
what
say.
it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? We know.
Stay
Watch the
protected.
energy you attract. That's what I say. dog.
Very much.
Definitely watch the
Watch the
energy,
energy
man.
attract,
Cut off the
man.
loose ends.
Stay out the way, man.
And young fellas, please be mindful. Be mindful of the chicks y'all deal with too,
Yeah,
because they lie.
crafty.
They be lying to niggas. And sometimes
Close
she may tell you, oh yeah, I don't mess with Kareem no more. The next thing you know, Kareem pull up on you.
Kareem
what
out
the
back.
fuck? Kareem out back waiting for you to come outside. So it's like
Ball shorts.
So just he's in them balls,
I get stressed by
looking
niggas.
like Ving Rhames and shit. But,
Stressed by niggas
drawn.
and bullshit. I'm
Hicks.
sick.
But yeah, man, just be mindful of the company y'all we keeping y'all, cause like, you know, this shit ain't forever.
Be the change you want to see.
Exactly. Fellas, be logical, not emotional.
Please.
Please. most importantly, we're gonna wrap this up.
And if you don't got a brain,
Yes.
go see the Wizard of Oz.
For sure.
We're gonna wrap this up. LBPBS.
Make sure y'all go
sir.
get the book, Music in the Empty Mansion by our
Appreciate
man,
y'all.
Chad Black.
Hey, for sure.
Go
man.
get the book, Music in the Empty Mansion.
for
What was the
coming
name
through,
of the other
bro.
book you wrote, my man?
The Power of Being Alone.
Power of Being Alone. Go check out The Power of Being Alone as well with our brother, Chad Black.
He was our first guest too, so
Yeah,
Oh,
throw
yeah.
your, throw your ad name out there real
Oh,
quick
I
for him one more
thought
time.
Blackie Chad, Blackie Chad, BLACKYCHAD.
All right. Throw your joint up there one time.
Oh.
Are you good? We good?
Oh,
You
man.
know us?
Man, let's close it out, man. So, look, as you already know, I'm your boy, Tone D. Shields II. From Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got charges to the game. And from the Let's Be Honest podcast, listen, you guys, like I said, at the end of the day, we all trying to find our path. We all trying to move with purpose and intention. It's all about spreading love unconditionally. And look, y'all, just stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry. And that's all it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy Dove, formerly known as Fly with the Dove. Dove _93.
Scammer Dove.
Big Stepper. Big Stepper podcast. Half of the Big Stepper podcast.
Shout out to Jada
Shout out
Bull.
to my man Jada Bull. My bad. Shout out to my guy.
And you already know, man, it's at One Fresco. That's FRSCO, 1/3 of the Rated Personal podcast. Shout out my girls, Nene and Treese, man. Shout out my boys. That's it, man.
We out here?
We out here.
We out.
Sir.